Somehow we accidentally cycled, but the music's supposed to be over because then we hit him with the one. Camera works. And the two.
All right.
I asked him if he was ready, and apparently he lied.
I was a liar. Liar, liar, my pants are
Dan's having too
not
much
on fire.
fun being a mobile.
I don't know if
getting a keyboard and a mouse set up on his phone.
viscose would burn that well. These are made out of they're viscose in polyester.
How did we get to burning?
Because I said, liar, liar, pants on fire. And I said, nah, my pants aren't on fire.
Wait, I didn't
I don't
say
think
that.
they can. I said, liar, liar, pants on fire.
So you're answering your own question?
Yeah. I'm autistic,
I'm
remember?
with it now. I'm confused.
Yep.
I didn't know other Dan was here too.
We didn't have the help since Wilkinson is still not in the chat. Oh, man, Megan, she's going to be third place today.
Today is not a good day. Yeah, we don't count, so she'd be like,
all right.
first.
I think we still count.
Well, we got 2 more followers?
Okay, yeah,
We're
sure.
starting to get random people to follow this that I didn't force to follow this. Hey.
Hey, we growing.
Yeah, bro, that's what's up,
Share the
dog.
show, you hoes.
Slowly
Just
then
kidding, that's how you become
surely.
not a hoe.
Yeah, see, we don't count Wilkinson, bet. Wilkinson, first in the chat. She's always here to let us know if the mics are too hot or if the video
It don't matter.
is too cold.
All right, how's the sound? Sound check, sound check.
Everything sounds fine.
Oink.
Fine, seems fine.
Oh, yeah, can I get a cord over
Monday
here before it
was
gets too late?
a Monday. Yeah, Wilkinson, Dan had a Monday too.
It's definitely been a Monday.
Yeah.
But, you know, we here. We
It
getting
does
through
not
it.
matter. Only for the first comment challenge. Let's not downplay, down self-talk today. Okay, we're a positive self-talk channel. Unless you voted
opium
for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
I've got nothing for you.
Nothing
for you.
There would have been nothing positive out of that circumstance at
You know what's kind of interesting though, if you think about it, in 4 to 8 years, there'll be people that regret voting for Kamala Harris. Like there's people that voted for Donald Trump that regret voting for Barack Obama.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, you know.
There'll be some people, and that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Need more.
But
Need to
since
keep
everybody's here now, all 3 of us,
whoop, whoop.
We could go ahead and hit them with a welcome back to the TrutherCast. It is home of the TrutherCast, and we here to take your truth order, folks. And hopefully you've got a big truth order today because, you know, it's another chill news week, but we'll definitely be able to talk in circles about the Democrats stealing another election, ? Can the Democrats sue for defamation? How's that work?
I'm not sure.
Like, do we have to say allegedly?
Well, that's weird. I just found a little glitch.
But yeah, Democrats might be stealing another election over in LA, which leads to talking about the presidential stolen election, which might lead to you talking about January 6th. And if you're with a certain news anchor, it might lead to you pulling an OG Donald Trump and deciding to just walk out on the interview, bro.
Right, yeah.
Is this the first time he's walked out as president? I don't know, but we're going to get into that one, folks. So if you are not familiar with the show, thank you very much for showing on up here, man. Hang out. We are attempting to not be just 2 other dudes on here on the internet talking, you know, negative, sad, bad, moody, you know, crap. We're a bit of the opium channel where we're going to run through all the wins that are going on from last week's alternate news, the shit that kind of fell off the old path that the mainstream media ain't telling you or still lying to you, like the NBC Meet the Press lady who's like, sir, there's no evidence. There's no evidence that any police at the Capitol building on January 6th walked anybody into the building. There's absolutely zero evidence of that, sir.
She is obviously totally out of her brain.
Uninformed, or like Trump said in the interview, oh, you're stupid. You might be just stupid. I think you're stupid.
Yep.
Wait till we get to that clip. Yeah, so we got that loaded up there for you folks. And we also have the clip of the evidence that you can share your favorite liberal-sided person that might have a touch of TDS. Maybe it's a friend, a family member, or maybe it's an online troll that you know. But we've got the clip showing Capitol Police walking people into the building on January 6th, because if you have been around here for a while, thank you for coming on back. And you already know. You've seen the vidya of the police walking people in and around the inside, almost as though a guided tour of the Capitol building on January 6th. So we've got that clip for you. And it's easy to pull up these clips because down in the description box, there's a buttload of links, okay? There's a whole bunch.
Buttload.
And one of them is the receipts link, okay? So every episode, I make a blog post with all the receipts of all the BS we talk about during the show, so you can easily pull it up to, you know, follow the person if you haven't followed them yet, because we're all about making a better news feed here. You can watch the video I show you, or, you know, look more into it, because we keep it fast here, so I don't go into all of them. You know, the whole video or something. You know, you got to give the content creator the views. But then also you can use the receipts link down below to share this out, folks. All the information, you know, this show, share it out. That's awesome. That helps us. But you also need to share out these stories that we find from these independent journalists, these citizen journalists, because they all add up and they matter, in my humble opinion. So you got to do that, folks. And then you can click on that join button down below. Hit that join button. Join us for free. It's the Truther Tribers, you know, mass stash of insights community. Join that. You can throw us a couple bucks if you want to help keep the lights on. If you got a computer, signup.toleratetech.com in the description box is the one for you, because like every episode, you know, hey, we're sponsored by me, Scott, your new tech guy. Revival Tech's my company. Check it out. Signup.toleratetech.com down in the link description box down below. But if you're having a tough month and you still want to help out, but you cannot afford but a few dollars for the locals membership, and you cannot afford to protect and secure your computer, Dan loves to make sure that you know how to help out still.
You can be a frivolous Jewish and not a hoe if you share the show. You save all that money and it's super easy. Bing, bang, boom, 3 clicks, and you can have it shared out. And other people can come get that awareness fresh and hot right out the press. Just get some updates, some hopium. We try to give you as much information as we can, updates through the week. Unbiased, try to cover the real info. There's sometimes we might miss some things, and that's what the chat is for.
Heck
so
yeah.
Get interactive in that chat.
Fire it up.
Share it out to other people so they can get in that chat.
Bro, somebody shared it out to somebody. We got 2 followers from last week, so amen. That's what's up. We knew in tiny still.
Yeah, well, I guess we might as well.
Oh man, Trump's cutting off the sign, so all it says is "ho" in the background. So don't be the hoe.
That's right. That's right. You tell him, Trump. Ho.
You a hoe if you don't share that show.
Don't be
Bro.
a show ho.
Now, okay, I can do
a show ho.
I can do people's voices, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could do people's voices doing other people's voices. How would Trump do a Mr. T?
I mean, I feel like only our impersonations are really like. I feel like he could do the Mr. T better.
The guy would be like, he'd be like, I pity the fool. I pity the fool who would do something like that. The fool would be pitied.
He just put his hair into a faux hawk and then just do the regular thing.
Folks, I would pity a fool that would do such a foolish thing to where someone would need to be pitied like that.
I think he would also, if he really wanted to go balls out, he would Tropic Thunder it and Robert Downey Jr. it.
Full blackface.
I think he'd play it. Yeah. Look, I am Mr. T now. I got the hair and the color. That's nothing different. Same voice. I mean, I guess he's got a little more gangster.
He's got a little bit more gangster.
Got that little gangster.
You gotta talk like the Mr. T.
Mr. T sounds like he's smoked a couple more cigarettes than Trump. That'd be a funny, like, you know, have the president do a celebrity thingy after, like, so it's not during his presidency, but hey, Trump, try and do these voices. Go. This guy, that guy. Impersonation. A national impersonation.
I don't really think I could do a Matthew McConaughey because I'd just be like, all right.
Okay. That's what he said before leaving that interview. Okay. This one's a little slow. I can't handle this bullshit no more.
This lady is
I'm out.
Stupid. All right, so let's get to that one eventually because first up, it's broken. So it's way more fun when it's broken because we laugh at me. All right, cool. Good thing I fixed things. Heck yeah, good news from the H-1B crackdown of Trump's. What is happening is what the left said was impossible is the title of this Steven Crowder clip. And I thought this was a quick mention because, hey, it's a little bit of hopium, right? We're seeing housing prices go down over here in Texas. And I would imagine it would follow in other, you know, heavily affected by H-1B category or cities, right? You know, but the like opener, like couple minutes of this Crowder episode is just a great pitch for why y'all should be following Steven Crowder on Rumble. Now you can follow him on YouTube and get the clips, you know, but you know, Rumble's the home platform, folks. So, you know, follow him in both places and then he pulls up, you know, anywhere you go. So follow him on YouTube, follow him on Rumble, okay? But this is why you got to watch the Crowder show. The production value, bro, it's so damn good. I can't wait until we're this. I can't wait until we have the staff for this.
Now that we see the correction in H-1Bs, the home prices in Collin County are down 9%. Basically, we now know your house in North Texas was expensive because of H-1Bs who had no business being here. Let's go to H-1Bs. This is good news. I bring you tidings of good non-Punjabi joy. So first off, it's not lost on me. Only Congress can eliminate the H-1B program entirely, okay? We've talked about this. This is why Donald Trump is able to do things specifically as it relates to new outside of the country. They often refer to them as overseas H-1Bs, new applications, because that's an issue of national security. Dealing with the ones that are already here, it's quite a bit more complicated. But there are quite a few policies that can be implemented that sort of, as a roundabout way, affect the outcome. And President Trump has done more on this issue, this administration, than anyone has even thought to do. And one of the results right now is the normalization, or I guess the stabilizing, of home prices in specific areas in Texas.
Since 2020, the suburbs north of Dallas have grown at a remarkable pace, helped in part by corporate relocations and South Asian workers on H-1B visas moving into the area. But now some of the forces behind that growth are starting to shift.
Stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here. $100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board.
The new process replaces the random lottery for selecting visa recipients with a process that gives greater weight to those with higher skills.
I cannot believe that we got so PC that we went from merit-based picking of the H-1Bs to just, no, it's going to be a random-ass lottery for, like, fairness. Yeah, like, I feel you, man, but that's just so, like, functionally ignorant, right? Yeah. Like, who are we going to let in here and do work or something? Like, we're just going to random pick that shit. Like, God bless.
Hamid Abdul thought his Amazon job would eventually take him to the U.S., but now...
It's not beneficial for any employer, to be honest. Nobody is going to hire you and give 100K.
So what does that mean for you?
I decided to move to Canada.
Good, stay there.
I couldn't think of a better outcome. Initially, I would have thought stay in India. It didn't even occur to me. Hey, do we have a policy that could redirect them to Canada? Basically.
Which Steven's previously Canadian. He was born, lived, raised there for a while. So he's since
they're cool.
Relinquished his
they're cool in a lot of
presidency.
aspects, other than some.
It's just really fallen off a cliff the last 10 years, I hear.
We now know your house in North Texas was expensive.
And their hockey team doesn't even play good anymore.
Because of H-1Bs who had no business being here, and it's starting to correct itself.
Right here.
Was expensive as H-1Bs. Your house was overpriced because of cheats and seats. This house.
We need 10,000 more H-1Bs.
Market back and bring that house. Needs a lot more deportees.
Hello back to India.
Hard to argue. So let me give you a few key facts here when people say nothing.
That was good. That was good, man. But that's my pitch for you. Got to go watch the Louder with Crowder show. Very, very well produced and very informative. They're real big about the receipts thing, so they got like all the receipts for each episode too, kind of thing. But I just thought it was a good mention. H-1Bs are being lessened, and then all of a sudden house prices go down in area. That's crazy. Like, what do you know,
man?
And then what was the other highlight that you were saying about the H-1B thing?
Oh, so Liberal Hive Mind was covering it, and it turns out, so the big thing is like, we need H-1Bs because, we don't have anybody to fill these jobs. They're they're so talented, this and that.
Right.
Turns out the majority of them are actually entry-level jobs that they're filling. So all they're doing is filling in entry-level spots and getting paid less. So the company gets more in their pocket, the big corporations are making all the money. Well, hey, jump on board, all y'all complainers on that thing. Where's your voices here? They fill in the low-level spots, so they're kicking our people out of. They're taking positions away from us.
Americans, not whites.
And a lot of the people that even got their degrees for classifications over here, they did we're going to fake it till we make it. But they made it into a spot, but they're still faking it because if you actually look into Indian news, I think just this last week, they busted this huge, I don't know I forget what they called it exactly, but it was a scheme of where they were making fake degrees. They're handing out.
It was literally
like
a
big fake college. Yeah. Handing out fake degrees to these people, and they're using those degrees to get these jobs in the U.S. that aren't legit.
Right.
And guess what? Some of our money probably went to fund that program through an NGO, through some other, what was it? The aid, what was it? Whatever
USA,
aid, USAID.
Yeah.
Well, we probably even have more money in it.
Yeah, no shoot, bro. And then
probably, maybe not. I could be wrong, but yeah, either way, the degrees were definitely fake. So they don't even qualify for these jobs half the time. They're faking it just to get into the U.S. because everybody else knows how good we got it here. Even though all y'all complain about how bad the U.S. is, get out.
Go somewhere else.
Get the out of here, dude.
I'll give you...
I don't want to hear that complaint. If you think it's so much better, get out. Yeah,
I'll
go
give you,
somewhere else.
I'll give you 2 years before
you're wrong and you're going to find out
your
the hard way.
citizenship.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
To come back and no more paperwork.
If you're not working and putting something into this, that we're all debt slaves. But guess what? It's a shitty price to pay because it's so high. But for whatever else there is in the world, we still got it better.
Well, bro,
There's more opportunity. The situation of living is normally way better than all other places. Our food, a lot of it's processed and whatnot. That's because y'all people need to boycott with your money and your wallets and not just your mouth.
Right.
And then big corporation. Well, also your brain. You're not smart. You don't know that all these corporations hover and own all the other companies. So you just go to this other store. It's also owned by the same corporation.
Yep.
You're not doing anything. You got to actually put your money towards something that matters, which normally small businesses in your local community. Oh, guess what? If you look at the stats, small businesses are what make most all of the economy go round in the U.S.
It really is, yeah.
That is why the government, there's no money out there. Start a business.
Well, right now, Trump's giving out money to new businesses, too.
They always have.
New
the government is required. Our
tax
tax money is required to go back in our pockets mostly.
Right.
So if you ain't out there getting it, I ain't going to take government hand. I mean, the government's handing out money for you to do your work if you actually then do the work. I mean, you could be a Somali and just scam them and then go to prison later on when you get caught, but that's not the smart. Why? Even if you take a stab at it and you fail, a lot of that money is still given out and they don't require it back. It's grants for you to start. You got to look into these things. Yep. If you're complaining, you're just not looking for all the opportunities.
Straight up, bro.
Or making excuses. Why not take one?
And then the other one that...
I mean, would you rather have a sandwich or no sandwich? And then go, I need to just be given a sandwich.
Well, it's
entitlement. I'm like here and living and like I have a good mind. Okay, what are you using it for? Oh, you're not using it for anything. That's why you don't have it. That's why you're not getting a sandwich.
Correct. The other one that pisses me off, bro, is the jobs of these H-1Bs that do go into some high-end shit that's getting paid like $250K a year for like software coding. Then they're like totally fake college degreed. So then we all wonder why all software and companies all suck and they don't operate
and
well.
Why I can't have money? Oh, because you could have done a little bit of school English. Ain't that hard for that coding? Learned it, and you could be making that money. But you're like, oh, we have to let the immigrants in here. Well, now they got your money and they got your sandwich. Well, and you're like, hey, I need a sandwich, but they're out there taking your sandwich and they don't give a damn.
Right.
And you're just complaining about it.
Well, the other one is
complaining about them in here taking your job and whatnot because they came here illegally. I mean, unqualified, like, okay, yeah, everybody wants a good shot, but guess what? You're going to cheat your way in here? And, well, maybe you should then complain that they're cheating, and then you will actually get rewarded for how you think you are.
And then the other one is we've become too liberal.
It's like they're doing the stick in the bike spoke meme thing. Like, oh, why does this suck so bad? Why don't you help yourself out? Why don't you not screw yourself over? There's all these other things. No, there's plenty of other. Dude, there's so much.
Well, bro, the other one that gets us is we've got
it's only
Make America great. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. The other one that is difficult is we become too liberal as an overall society, so then we don't push kids into the coding or the software engineering degree, and there's too many like artsy fartsy degrees, and so then they don't take good job here.
There's enough.
So like
people
that's another
for
difficulty. Like
there's
what the
enough
frick,
people
bro?
for all of it. But yeah, I mean, we did get soft.
But there's a lot of people that went into an artsy
time.
fartsy degree that should have gone to a software engineering degree or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So I mean, some were definitely sold a bill of goods that was a lie on that too. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
Just like parents are like, yeah, go do whatever you want, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna get a psychiatrist degree or this and that.
Yeah.
And I'll be out of work for 15 years because it's a very, very, very specific. Well,
I mean, they're probably all in business right now.
When it was
they're
a thing,
all in business.
I was gonna say when it was a thing. When it was a thing, it wasn't. It was very minimal.
They're all in business right now.
Would you let me? And yeah, no.
Like they're doing good, I think that one, man. Maybe we should have went and got a psychiatrist degree.
They were useless at one point. Now business is booming.
It's booming.
All these tards out here.
Speaking of booming, the mail-in ballots are booming over in California. Have you kept up with any of this, bro? It's kind of ridiculous, bro.
Not the mail-in stuff.
I
just love hearing everybody complaining about Spencer Pratt and all these people.
Bro,
saying they're gonna be horrible for the city. We want somebody that's gonna steal all our money, and then we want a politician. They don't even understand what the term politician means. That's why Trump says he's no politician. He doesn't want it, because if you know what the literal breakdown of politic at the Latin root is, it means a bloodsucker, many. Isn't that a pretty darn good description? That's what they do. They suck your blood and they don't give you anything back except a false bill of goods that they're going to give you something back.
So we have literally what
Trump's
happened.
a businessman, and he has to, because he has a mindset that I'm under contract. He did the swearing on the oath on the Bible. That's his contract. As many business people are, if we are reputable, handshake is as good as our word.
Yep.
In some states, that is actually allowed as a contract.
That's
a
actually
handshake.
how Illinois works.
Legally, yes.
Verbal contract is contract.
Yeah. So, if you want to be an actual man about it, So he, when he says he's going to do something, he is basically feeling in the back of his brain subconsciously that he has to fulfill the contract. Otherwise, he's going to be liable, breaking contract. And that's never good for the side that breaks the contract. Generally, your back end gets opened wide, and you get done by the government. So he doesn't want to do that. He's going to do us good, and he has been for the most part for what he can as a man. One man. Because there's a shit ton of bullshit that gets in your way every day of doing things.
Yep. So what we got going on right now that's getting in the way of doing things is literally we're seeing exactly what happened in the 2020 election. Where like, oh, you know, overnight there was all these
a week to count all these mail-in ballots. Hold up,
bro.
They're just buying time. Yeah, they're buying time to cheat.
So you can say they didn't do anything illegal, sure. Because apparently in California, dog, the law rules are you can literally be a criminal alien and all you need to do is write your name and the date on a piece of paper and mail it in. And if now,
Dude,
are you ready for this?
So asinine.
Are you ready for this, bro? You could have a gym membership and use that as ID. You don't have to have a real ID or like an actual ID now that a real ID is a thing. And then, are you ready for this shit?
You got to have your gold star in the corner.
They don't even use the postmark date. If you get the vote in a mail and it's manually wrote in, like fake you voted before the day, they count it. So you could wait 6 days, write the date before the vote was supposed to be in, mail it to them in 1 day, they get it and count it for 7 days. That's absolutely abhorrent.
This is why they're just taking everything through cheating.
And then here, Mr. Benny reminds you that they were doing independent journalism 6 months ago, bro. You remember when we covered this shit? Yeah, I think it was like 6 months ago. This was when him and Nick Shirley went out to Skid Row, or maybe it was like 3 months ago, and they were showing how the homeless were getting paid for votes, right?
Industrial complex was not there to solve homelessness, but to create as many homeless people in LA as possible. The purpose of which is to rig elections because they can register from anywhere, they can vote from anywhere, and that creates more ballots in the system that can be manipulated as they are brought into their little vote counting centers in Los Angeles mysteriously by helicopter. We showed
Bro, James O'Keefe, if you remember, we covered this one too, literally got somebody arrested because on camera she was caught giving money for votes to the homeless people, bro.
This and proved this in our documentary and warned.
If you don't know, this is Benny Johnson, another one you got to follow. Make yourself a better news feed. Follow Mr. Benny Johnson on the YouTubes.
That LA was about to rig their elections using the homeless industrial complex. The worst part about it all is that it actually happened right before our very eyes. This is the result.
So you can say like, oh, they didn't do anything illegal, but what they're doing is absolutely cheating because they go out and they ballot canvass, which is technically legal, especially in these kind of states. But then they just say like, hey, write your name here. We're going to put the vote in for our Democrat person. You know what I mean? It's nuts. And then, bro, she was losing so bad that this Nithya Raman was literally giving her conceding speech, crying like a little baby girl. And then all of a sudden, 5 days later, she's up and winning.
That she's apologizing to her friends and family for failing because she had an insurmountable third place finish. She was down by 20 points to Spencer Pratt. More importantly,
that's crazy, bro. And then all of a sudden, whoa, look at that. So it's like, bruh, you'd have to like really do some mental gymnastics to try and explain this away, dog. You'd have to be like, so what she did, guys, calm down. What she did was she told every single person that wanted to vote for her to do it mail-in voting. That's it. Like she told everybody like literally only mail-in vote for me. And maybe you could explain this away, but this is just laying groundwork for the Trump crash out, bro. And if you didn't assume already, if you've been around here, folks, you already know what we've been thinking. But I think it was a great crash out on Trump. Trump's crash out was awesome. But we're laying some groundwork coming up to that story because that one got brought up in the interview. But first, over here, man, I said, dang, bro, great reporting on proof of massive paid protester network. So this is, still on the tip here of the fraudulent elections. Not everything may be technically illegal, right? But here is a good friend of the show, Mr. Nate Friedman, another citizen or independent journalist kind of thing, and we've covered before. But here he's highlighting this guy who's coming to attack him and be like, I just want you to know that you're a horrible person and you're terrible and you're like really terrible and everything you say is like horrible. And he was like, oh, what? So like, why? And it got like didn't have anything to say, right?
Yeah, they always have. You're so horrible. Why? Show me when I was horrible. There's so many. Show me one. I can't right now. Oh yeah, could you ever? No, they never can.
And so he shows that kid calling him out on the streets when he was trying to, document this protest, right? And then check this out.
What do you do for work? Huh? What do you do for work?
You just made it my business. Meet Kay Pritzker. He's a paid protester.
Hey, look at what you shouldn't have went up to Nate. That's what Nate does.
He's a Pritzker. That jacket does look a little shiny and his face doesn't look dirty enough to be a real protester.
With a cover. You see, when you look at him, you think he's any other protester. He embeds himself in the chaos and chants like everyone else. Just when I initially walked into this protest, you see him just blending in, but something else is happening here. When you look under the hood, you find out the truth. Here's him taking photos on stage at an anti-West rally in Times Square. He's a journalist. He works for Gray Zone News, but here's him protesting at a congressional hearing.
Join Code Pink and answer coalition.
Here's him marching with an Antifa flag. Kay always had a passion for protesting. This is him back in college being listed first for people who got arrested after staging a sit-in at the Ronald Reagan building. During the sit-in, Kay held a sign quoting Adolf Eichmann, the architect of the Holocaust, comparing him to border officers because Eichmann just said he was following orders. Kay was charged for unlawful entry. Here's Kay again posing as security outside Venezuela's embassy. His friend says he's been acting as security outside the embassy all day, every day for a week now. Before he was.
So you get the point. If you're into this one, you can pull it up on that receipts link in the description box down below. Watch the whole thing. Definitely go follow Mr. Nate Freeman on YouTube or X. He is a good one, folks. But he goes into good detail on how deep this kid is linked, okay? And then he figures out the organization that is paying for everything.
Bro, they're paying you $80K a year to protest? Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Tell me if it's wrong. No comment.
And co-director.
They paying him $80K.
You got caught, sucker. Hey, look, if you really want to. Why don't we have any Republican things doing that?
That was a whole different kid from a different.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of them getting paid that.
Insane.
What do you think?
Right?
What's the baby face little whiner boy that was for the DNC?
Yeah.
That was getting blown up back and forth. Little hive mind.
Yeah.
He was getting paid way more than that.
Then he got taken down by the sex pest, like anti-sex pesters, because he was douchebag texting a bunch of chicks.
Yep.
Manolo DeSantos, who is standing right next to Kay here and shows up as being paid $0 by the People's Forum. He's being paid just from somewhere else, and here it is.
Bruh, independent journalism, bro. Check this out.
$90,000 a year from the Justice and Education Fund. The Justice and Education Fund is nothing but another way for Singham to pay protesters to destroy the West from within. If you want to know what these familiar faces are paid to say, they gather for a conference in Rashida Tlaib's district once a year to spew things like this.
We all know who they are, whether they are in Israel, Tel Aviv, in Washington, in Germany, in Europe. We all need them. We all know them. They need to be locked up. They need to be taken out. They need to be neutralized.
We have to
What does taken out mean?
destroy the idea of America
Neutralize mean.
Destroy the idea of America in our
I don't know if
heads?
anybody's watched any military movies, but they say one thing after they take someone's top off, they say target neutralized.
Yeah.
Our heads, in our neighbors' heads, in our comrades' heads, in everybody's heads.
I want to say to all of them, every genocide enabler, look at this rooms, motherfuckers. We ain't going anywhere.
That's Rashida Tlaib, dog. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib. At this anti-America event conference.
I feel like there's treason charges at the midst. If you look into her texts and background, I guarantee there's treason.
This is where I'm with
She's going to a foreign entity and pouring info. It's so obvious.
This is where I'm with Asmongold, bro. The only reason I'm pissed at Donald Trump right now is he isn't being the dictator that the television is trying to say he is.
Yeah, he needs to be at this point because these people are getting way out of hand.
Bro,
you don't see us doing this, and that's because we have respect for the rules. And also, because you don't want to see what happens when the dogs get let out on our side. Y'all think y'all some loud dogs making all this commotion. You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Okay, Wilkins saying good call. I was just realizing that it was spelled with an S, that guy's Pritzker, so like it's not connected to the J.B. Pritzker and Jeffrey Epstein friends family. Gotcha. Thank you, Wilkins saying good catch.
Y'all some freaking fish in a shark tank, man.
Why?
If you really want to open up that can of worms, it's gonna be bad.
And then I skipped
it, and y'all have been prying at this box trying to get open for a long time.
I skipped it, but he was talking about the Singham guy, and so apparently he's the big funder, and he's funded a whole bunch of CCP stuff, bro. So it's like literally this dude is funding CCP stuff. Then he's funding these people to go protest at anti-America, democracy protests, bro. Like, I don't understand how these people get away with all of this. And the only answer is because of all the things that make America great. That's what's tough about it, right? They all get away with this shit because of all the things that make America great. And it's difficult, but we got to catch them up on that somehow, bro. Got to catch them up where they're slipping, man. And that Singham guy definitely needs to be investigated, bro. Because if he's paying kids 80, 90K a year to go protest, that is insanity.
All these people, I can't afford anything. You can afford some stuff there. 80K, you can afford plenty.
Well,
that ain't enough.
But then that's what gets him to go do it.
Well, you ain't living in reality. Or you think
bro,
how much work you put in this, how much skin you put in the game is really worth what like you want. Well, then you're mistaken because you ain't putting enough skin or working smart enough in the right way. You're doing all these other dumb decisions, saying you know this, but you really somebody's telling you something that really could change your life, and you don't want it. You don't think correct information, or there's a little thing of laziness in your head, like, oh no, we can't do that. It's gonna like actually help me. And well, you stay in the same place. It is what it is.
So I don't know if this is a brand new fresh clip. It might be a recycle, man. But this one right here is a very quick and concise explanation from Mr. Kash Patel explaining how it took 2 years to prove that Barack Obama conspired with a foreign power to overturn the United States government. So this is a good one to share to somebody that
sounds like Iraq.
Still doesn't believe that.
My life to prove the following: that a political party in the United States of America in the 21st century would go overseas and hire some bogus intelligence asset to manufacture fraudulent, fake, unverified information, funnel that to not just the intelligence community, but the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and then take those packaged lies that they had paid for with campaign finance funds and go into a secret surveillance court and illegally spy on your opponent to be the next president of the United States.
So why aren't they in jail? Oh, I swear to goodness, if we don't get anybody big in jail at the end of this presidency, bro, I'm going to definitely be sad.
What was this that he was, what show was he on?
I think that was 45 seconds. That took 2 years of my life.
The way his face is, like, the pixels, it looks a little AI-ish.
Life. And what did we find out? The FISA court themselves came back and said these warrants were illegal, that the FBI did not provide evidence of exculpatory,
kind of like trying to smooth things out, and it makes it look a little weird.
Evidence and innocence.
Video of full segment clip just to verify,
and that the FBI essentially lied in those applications. Me 2 years of my life to prove.
I've seen this.
AI is starting to get in our heads now. Everything's looking at it like, no. It kind of sucks.
Wilkinson does that one all the time. But then, like, 9 out of 10, she's right. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. She's like, bro, that's AI. I was like, dang, you right.
It's crazy, dude, that we got to think that, like, all the time now.
But, yeah, dude, I swear to goodness, it's what we all want, man. Better see some arrests on that, Russia bullshit nonsense where Hillary Clinton literally took campaign money illegally and paid for a fake report of everything and then colluded with the current president to try and get the guy they didn't want to be not the president. Like, that's like totally banana republic, wacko, crazy, not democracy, folks. And I can't believe everybody's not on the same flipping page about that shit, bro. It's, very disappointing.
Little bit, but you know, we got something better than nothing, I guess.
So, I'm wondering, man. Hey, okay, chat. Who's hanging in the live chat? So, where are we at right now on the whole tinfoil theory that vaccines cause autism? You know, some people say absolutely not. We believe it has something to do with it.
There's a strong chance. There's a lot of studies already that are pointing in that direction. And they might not be fully, bulletproof studies, but there's multiple, and they sort of lean in the direction for sure that vaccines just, with the data, with the statistics, you may be able to say there might be a little bit of a coincidence between a vaccine and some mental defects.
Right, dude?
Or
and
maybe
then,
they're mental superpowers, depending on how you look at it.
And then some people I know that, like close friends of mine, they believe it's not the vaccines technically, it's just the regimen where they try to give the kid too many vaccines too quickly, right?
Like 15 at a time.
Right.
Oh, it's just an infant, but it's okay. Just like you don't, how old are them babies? Because, a kitten has to be at least like 6 to 8 weeks before it can get any shots. And you do like 2 or 3.
Yep.
And they say, yeah, you want to not do them all at once.
So
well, here we are like, it's a human. It's really, tough. Like they're pretty, can't think of one dang word that I need, but they're durable things and,
resilient.
Yeah. So they'll be fine. Just stick it all in there.
Right. So,
it's better than it dying from that disease.
What we're hearing here
like,
from,
it's going to get the disease in 24 hours. It'll be okay. At least do 24 hours in between. That would probably decrease it by 50%, but who knows?
So what we're hearing here from
RFK
Jr. is that it's a little bit even different than that, right? So CDC data showed babies getting the Hep B vaccine in their first 30 days had a 1,135% increase in autism compared to those who didn't get the vaccine.
Ouch.
So I don't know if this study encapsulated, like, was there other vaccines given, or is it as it's said right here? Like, was this like a lazy typing? Was it just that one vaccine? Because that is a pretty crazy study. And how in God's name have we not been talking about this one during that argument about autism? It says this study is from 1999.
And that's a few years, 27.
So then RFK Jr. explains they panicked, held a secret meeting at Simpsonwood with Big Pharma and regulators, and then they hid the data. Answer to our question.
Wow, that's almost like when we were looking at where that $1 trillion went, and then like the World Trade Center like blew up, and then like the Pentagon had a part blew up, and then what were we trying to uncover like in 2022, and like this one room in this skyscraper just happened to set on fire. Just happened to be where all the log books were for this like one case they're looking into.
Oh man, what a coincidence!
Weird coincidence. That just it really sucks. Like the world, they're just having a case of the Mondays, just all the way around.
Right,
every day is just a case of the Mondays when it comes to the government. Oops, yeah, must have slipped through the cracks. There was a 0.001% chance of it, but just like COVID, you should be very, very, very scared of that number. It's like so big.
Right, man.
It's so big. You better run inside, lock your doors.
I cannot believe it's 1,000% increase in autism. That's like a really big number. That's like bonkers.
Actually, compared to 0.001%, that's actually tiny, Scott. You don't know how numbers work, obviously. Haven't you heard 2 + 2 = 5?
Are they like on the complete opposite sides of the bar? Like,
yeah, no, we're actually living an opposite day.
God,
100% of the time now.
So wait, you're telling me
Wednesday opposite day?
Wait,
never changed.
Dan, hold on, Dan. I need to understand this. So you're telling me, really big 1,000% gonna get problem? Don't worry about it. Really small 0.01% probably not gonna get a problem. Completely worry about it and shut down everything.
How the hell else would you think it'd be?
Oh, okay. I thought it was different.
Which is what all you lemmings go.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Absolutely painful.
Yep.
The lemmings, not you, but not the people watching.
Yeah,
the
I thought
you lemmings. Just not you guys.
All other lemmings out there.
all
not
the other
specifically talking to my viewers.
Yeah,
y'all should know that you're not because you're our viewers. So
yeah, we don't need to explain that, right? Because our viewers are all high IQ.
Yeah, don't make me add you into that other category if I gotta.
I ain't trying to get added in, but. So more amazing, fantastic things also happening this week. I'm telling you, man, I am the master at hopium. I swear, if you've got a friend that's, on our side and he's cool with somebody that might have a Donald Trump clock and a Donald Trump cutout and a Donald Trump 47 hat all in one room, you got to share the show over to them because they might be watching shit that's real sad, mad, negative, and black-pilled. They need a little bit of that hopium in their weekly news diet. So definitely do us a favor and share the show to that person that you know. Even if you shared the show last week or the week before, there's got to be a new person you've thought of. All you got to do is hit the share button and then send it on over to them, man. Because it's a new week and there's more good news. The FBI busts ISIS terror cell on American soil. 3 U.S. citizens plotted RPG and drone attacks on our troops.
That's some heavy shit.
Dan, it's almost like that shit we were talking about during 4 years of Joe Biden, where we were saying, that open border sure makes it very likely that we would get sleeper cells going around here. And,
never.
Who knows what you would blame for this, but the person was quoted saying, "I wish I could kill 300 million Americans." That's pretty bad. That's pretty whack, man. That's messed up.
Whack.
That's pretty crazy, bro. So thank goodness these terrorists were taken down. The plot unpacked. The 3 jihadist wannabes, this guy, that guy, and that guy, spent over a year on Discord and encrypted messaging apps coordinating a multiple-pronged material support operation for ISIS. Here's what the DOJ complaint lays out, yada, yada, yada. Check it out in the receipts post in the link down below if you want more details, folks. But the main point here is we're taking down terrorists, folks. We're taking the terrorists down on American soil. We shouldn't have any of these terrorists. In fact, I thought I already took out ISIS when I took out their leader because he died like a dog.
He died like a dog.
So, yeah, good news right there, man. Mr. Kash Patel doing pretty damn good in my humble opinion, man. Kash came up a lot of times this week, actually. So, did you hear the good news for Washington, D.C.?
I did not.
Well, it seems that their reflecting pool has completed construction. Oh. It's a broken. Did you see the difference? Like, sure, whenever you do like a before and after, you always want to get like the worst shot and the best shot, right?
True.
Look at that. So it's like, did you change the color of the photo? Like,
yeah. When was the year that other one was?
Not sure, but not this year. It was all the way up until just now. So reflecting didn't work very good because the whole water system was gross and there was algae and it stunk bad. And
I mean, I literally was there, right? And I went, what is up with this?
No,
I remember people, yeah. I'm like, people would used to like jump in here and swim like back in the day. Like, I swear, like you just could. Can you like? I don't know if it's actually. I swear, people used to like swim laps.
Like a no. I don't think
it's a different one.
Got to be a different one.
But either way, I was just
shallow.
like, yeah, what's up with that? I mean, yeah, it's like shallow, not like super. Maybe it is like only 2 feet. Either way, I was looking like,
I think
wow,
it's like
yeah,
a
it's a pond now. It's not like a thing. It's literally just a pond. It's got algae.
Like some pond you just came up
Yeah, I was just
on
like,
in the
well, that's gross.
backwoods.
I was gonna dip a finger. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
And in case you didn't remember, the plan was like $40 million, and Trump did it for like 13 or 10 or something like that.
Just like how he did all of his deals back in the day.
Hey, dude, look
which
at
is
that
why
view.
He wrote a book, The Art of the Deal, because he's good at making deals.
That view is pretty cool, bro. And I mean, like, yo, these things don't matter to us, bro, but they matter because it's like the heart of our entire country. So this matters in a somewhat important kind of like, fashion. All of the people in Washington, D.C., all the American tourists, all of the international tourists, this is a hot spot to go. So I can see why it makes sense to put time, effort, and money into that, bro.
There's Big Abe. There's Big Abe.
Yeah.
I've
He
seen
fixed
Big
like
Abe in
all of
person.
it, I think, right? Because that was disheveled as well.
I don't know if it was too much.
Oh, it's a time lapse? That's fun. Oh, yeah, bro. It's like super shallow. It's like barely water. Check it. That's
not like, yeah, probably not. Hey, we have the technology.
it'd be like the kid pool, be like you could like chill out in it, like cool down a little bit. I just heard I heard that the UFC thing was going on still, and then I heard the UFC thing got canceled. So I'm not sure what the current update is.
Okay, so it's a 1.5 foot around the edges, and then the deepest part in the middle, it's 2.5 foot deep.
Just enough to drown a chef.
You could probably do it with even less.
If you're a certain
family.
If
person
you
that's
might be a little
wacky,
friends with
a
someone
little wild, a little insane.
We don't condone any of those behaviors, folks. But some people that we all might know
Geeky,
might be
wacky.
into that.
A little Hussein-y. The wild, Yeah,
Didn't see this
interesting.
one on Wilkinson. Back on the autism vaccine Hep B talk, she said 100% verified heavy metals causing learning disabilities, cognitive function, and behavioral issues. That's the first ingredient in the vaccines. Yep. Straight up, dude.
Aluminum. That's why.
Chat believes
That's
it.
why everything's went aluminum free. If y'all don't know, aluminum is one of the biggest reasons why dementia and Alzheimer's become a thing. So, yeah, if you don't want to get dementia or Alzheimer's, stay away from aluminum.
Okay, cool,
aluminum
cool.
stuff, which a lot of people just it's in our style. I honestly think a lot of people don't know how to use it either. Aluminum foil. If you want to cut it out, if you don't want Alzheimer's stuff, you should cut that out of your life as well. A lot of you people, let's have a little chat and a little talk in the chat. Which side of the aluminum foil actually goes towards the food? Because there's a right side and a wrong
same
side.
on both sides. I usually put the inside because like it wasn't on the outside.
There is a wrong side and a right side to do it.
Yeah, I use the inside.
And have you ever noticed what happens if that aluminum foil touches your food?
No.
Any wet food? You ever notice?
No.
It dissolves.
Not my tinfoil. My shit would be like solid.
Have it touch wet food.
That's gross. I'm gonna have to test my shit, but
it-
my shit,
it-
I get the thick stuff.
Oh yeah, it don't matter.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try it
Yeah,
out.
I get the heavy duty stuff.
It just goes away? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like somebody laser burns holes in it. Where do you think that goes?
Yeah, like dissolves onto the food or something.
Yeah.
That's
So if you don't want that in you, stop cooking with aluminum foil, using it for storage, all that stuff. Aluminum cans.
Or make sure there's a bubble on the
aluminum
top.
cans, you don't really got to be that worried about because
Well,
if you don't
microplastics,
know,
so they put a
there's a plastic liner in it. So I mean, less bad, but also still bad.
Less aluminum, more
Glass.
plastic.
Glass is the
Yeah.
only real way to go.
Wilkinson got a real nice Pedo glass bottle.
Dementia is Alzheimer's and also type 3 diabetes. That's what people don't want to talk about.
Shiny side. Hey, my brain's broken over here. Bro, some wacko TDS patients are literally trying to sue the White House to not have the UFC fight there. That's like, why are you wasting your time and money? Good God. Like, find something else to do, bro. Well, they're wasting our money, so they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care when it's our money.
Yeah, bro. So confused why this is not on television.
Pretty sure it's supposed to be the Chinese side. I can't even remember for sure, but yeah.
Oh, you were leading up to it and you technically couldn't remember?
Like, it's one. Well, that's the thing.
Does anybody know?
That's the thing. I'd have to Google it before.
Shit, I hope somebody looks it up real quick.
Because the thing is, like, either I remember one way and then I'll want to remember it the other way. Like, I look it up, I'm like, dang, and then I'll switch, and then I'm like,
fingers am I holding up?
Last time I'm like, I misremembered it, so then I'm like, it was opposite of what I remember, and then I actually switched my memory again, and then I look it up, I'm like, crap, I've been doing it wrong again. Yeah.
Stop overthinking.
No,
that's the answer.
I mean, that's a little bit of dyslexic-y too in there. Because I go, no, I was forgetting about remembering and remembering about forgetting.
Well, if you're serious about it, you would just Sharpie on the damn cardboard. So every time you went to get it, you'd be like, I might
as well just put it on my noteboard on my wall.
But then you might not look at it when you grab it, bro. Just write on the
I will,
foil.
Because I have written down the exact temp and time of fish sticks because I never remember, so I actually wrote that on the wall because I do it often.
And then just write shiny side foil.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
One
extra little note to put on the wall.
Like I'm running out of space. Not like we're really shocked, bro, but I'm super sad that we don't have this kind of shit all on the news, bro. I mean, come on. FBI Director Kash Patel reveals 3 million pedo accounts on the Tor network taken down. Plus nearly 100% surge in child predator arrests. Amen. Can I get more? 7,200 kids that were found that got all the way home. 3,400 kids, or predators of these kids, 3,400 of them were arrested. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely bonkers.
Well, Kaylee, as you know so well, and as you advocate so much for our youth, they're our most precious treasure. And we made it a priority to go after the villains and the terrorists and gangbangers that are targeting our kids. And what we did was we utilized intelligence-driven operations. We took 1,500 employees from the FBI in D.C. and put them in the field permanently, working with our state and local law enforcement partners. And we went after the worst of the worst. And those stats...
Bro, what do you know? Taking federal FBI workers and saying, hey, don't work at Washington, D.C. in an office or like at your home doing nothing and just like moving pencils around and paper or like digital paper, actually get out on the field. What do you know? It would bring a result of taking down 3,400 freaking child predators. That's crazy.
While those stats are meaningful, and those stats are truly historic, just think about the 7,200 kids that we found that got to go home. Just think about the
7,200 kids found in just this one swipe, bro. That's crazy.
No bueno.
Bro, do you understand how many people is a people? Like when you're in a room and there's too many people, that's like 5 to 10 people. When you're in a room and you're like, oh, it's getting kind of crowded. When you're at a bar and it's crowded, that's like what? Like 40, 50 people?
Depending on the bar.
Like average, right?
Yeah.
That's like 40, 50 people.
I mean, that would definitely be hella crowded in most of them.
How about a high school gymnasium? When you have like a big popular basketball game, high school gymnasium.
800 to 1,000.
That's crazy. It's like 1,000 in a school one? I didn't know that one.
500, 800, I guess, for most, maybe. I mean, like my school's population of the whole school, at least of the high school portion, was like 400 to 500, but we're a smaller school, so
private school thing, yeah.
So a more public
Let's
school.
say 1,000.
A lot of people, their class was like of 300. They'd say, I'm like, that's what I can imagine them teachers because like my class was of 100.
Bro, that's the analogy. If it's
some
1,000,
people are like, we're a class of 30. Like you're from a small town. Actually, not even that small, Doug. I've heard like a class of 15 before. Like, wow, you come from a real small town country, huh? Oh, I'm turning into the Kamala Harris. I'm morphing. Now I'm country. Hey, now I'm in the hood.
He's code switching. Look out.
Bro, switch on you.
Hold on. I think that's the perfect analogy. If it is like 1,000 people, that's 7 gyms worth of children that were just found. That's insanity. Okay, 1 to 3,000 on average. Floor size, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, I guess what's the
Smaller,
capacity
middle,
according to the fire
elementary.
department for you? Yeah, because that's the real capacity number.
1,000 to 2,500 seats. So let's just say freaking 1,000.
Yeah,
okay?
especially
That's
a Texas high school.
Bro, yeah, maybe 2,500.
Texas high schools are like colleges.
Bro, that's 7 school gyms. Homie, everybody's been in a school gym, right? Like almost every single person. 7 school gyms worth of children just found. That's just this one. They already have a whole bunch of these we covered throughout the presidency thus far, last year, this year. Bro, that hurt my brain just now.
Dude,
7
thank goodness.
7 gyms of kids.
Yeah.
Saved from predators. And we're like, Trump bad. Everything Trump bad. Bruh.
I mean, just out of curiosity, how many did Biden do under his administration?
Bro, he let in.
Let's do the math.
He let in
It
300,000 missing.
Yeah.
300,000 children missing, right? I think was the number.
Which is crazy because that's not even near the amount we found so far, which is,
Well,
I mean, and that's it. Man, we're still good. It's great. We're making a chunk. But holy cow.
Add it all up.
Crazy how many there is then.
Add it all up, I think we're around 170,000. 175,000 found.
Which is a whole city's population. Imagine a whole entire Rockford.
Yeah, isn't that Rockford?
Ran by, there's just children. There's nothing but children everywhere.
All of those are
Every
being
person that you
trafficked.
normally see driving around is just all kids.
And all of those kids,
the entire city,
are just lost. And then they're being trafficked in bad situations.
Somehow
that's
hiding
painful.
an entire city's
Yeah,
worth
that's a
of
great
kids.
analogy, bro. The two.
Just make a city disappear.
Two cities worth came in, and then we found one city's worth.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
I mean,
That hurts
we've
my
got
brain,
a lot of
dude.
cities.
That
but,
hurts
yeah.
that
it's just-
hurts my feelings. That hurts my brain.
How many kids are just getting out
Wacko,
there?
dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
that's
why they do
wacko.
it, because there's just so many out there. They're like, they won't mind it. Eventually they'll have another. They won't. They'll forget
that's
about
so sad, bro.
old Johnny.
I can't believe everybody is so TDS still on this Trump shit, bro. And I don't give a F about all the other things. I'd almost be fine with anything if you saved the children. Like, my Lord Almighty.
Yeah.
Like, we can do forever wars.
I bet that's like a quarter
Bruh.
of the votes that Trump got because he
Bruh.
said he's going to go find the
100%.
kids.
100%. Bro,
At
if you
least a quarter.
told me that you were going to make more new
Those people
forever
in the
wars,
Yay.
if you were going to make new forever wars, but you told me you were going to save all of the children, I might vote for that. I'd take new forever wars over losing children into the sex.
I should be.
slavery.
I want to be his pussy guy now.
That's
I got
crazy.
it. I got it. Imagine if he ran with. I said I'll do no new wars, but I was a lie. I am starting a new war, and it's a forever war. The war on getting our kids back.
Dude.
Everybody would go buck wild.
Yeah, amen.
Everybody would go buck wild.
Amen.
And that's basically why, we kind of felt like he did that. So that's why
Amen,
I
bro.
voted.
But make it a bigger
But, like,
thing.
yeah. No, if
like he says
if
it every
did
time he
that,
does
would
a
have got
thing.
85% of the vote.
Amen. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, bro.
I mean, the
like
nostalgia
every
of
interview,
that.
he says that. Every interview, he
Yeah.
repeats it over and over again. Yeah. I'm not going to make any forever wars overseas. Only one, and it's going to be right here on American soil.
Everybody, all the drugs would be like, he's going to say the war on drugs. Oh, no.
Actually, it's going to be the best forever war that has ever been made. It's going to be the forever war against child trafficking, folks. We're going to save the children. Woo! Speaking of
Dude,
Trump,
everybody would lose their mind. That would be great.
it's time. It's time. If you haven't seen this yet, the Trump crash out where he walked off on this silly,
Yeah, it was great.
on
I
this
haven't
silly
seen
Kristen
this yet.
Welker
This is gonna be
lady.
my first time.
Oh, bro, it's OG Trump. If you're not aware, Trump is actually slightly known for being like, so this interview is now wasting my time, and or you have insulted me to a, this is just not cool. I'm gonna now just go ahead and bounce.
Sometimes you gotta do that, man. I mean, when you're in time, that's what I did earlier in Home Depot. Dude, I could tell, didn't know what he was doing. So I went to the desk that I knew they'd know what they were doing, and then they ended up actually helping me. And I literally said out loud, I kind of felt a little bit bad. I was walking away like, well, this was a waste of time. I hope you heard that, dude. You need to learn your shit here. Dude literally works in the specific section I needed it. Couldn't tell me. Had to go get another guy. Be ashamed of yourself. I didn't catch your name. No, it's all right. He's old. He's just there for because his pension ain't high enough or whatever the crap. Or Social Security ain't enough.
All right, you ready for it?
Stolen.
Evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
your
about
elections in this country. We're like a third world country. Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked network. So let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know. I
sat in
traveled
the rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what? A country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we
Come on,
traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
All the way. You missed it. You gotta watch. You gotta watch. So first off, he crashes out and just names everybody, right? He's like, God, F you, F you, F you, F you, I'm out. So then he drops the mic on the floor. Check it out. It's right here on the floor by his foot, right? And then watch his body language when he's like, yo, let's get out of here, right? He signals to the crew, dog, like to the posse, right? To like the entourage that's with him, right? Watch this.
All the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know. I
sat in the
traveled
rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what? A country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen, we
press. Come on,
traveled all the way to Wisconsin for the.
We're done.
Pick it up. Come on, everybody, let's go.
We're out of here.
Everybody get in the beast. We're out of here, guys. We're riding.
Load up. We out. Sayonara, suckers.
Wrap it up, everybody. We're out of here.
Dude, for real, though. Like, I mean, he's like, I got actual, like, treaties and making wars and stuff. I'm not wasting them. For real, though. Like, he ain't, if you're going to try to do more gaslighting, that bullshit, he's not going to give you the time of day. Again, businessman moves, not political bullcrap. Oh, you know, actually, if I were to answer that question for the 17th time, and I'm here because I don't care about these other things that I'm doing, you totally can't tell who I'm impersonating right now.
And then he steps on
and
the
then I'll actually take some more time. Then
he actually steps
in between my words
on the microphone,
so I can effectively gain another minute or two out of this conversation to waste everybody's freaking time, including my own. And yeah, that's why I didn't get shit done in my era.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, suck it, dude. Y'all
I feel
big
like
fan. Oh, he did this, that. He screwed up so much crap.
I feel
when
like
you actually look into the real
Obama
fact because
takes
you
60
took the
seconds
headline
between
again.
each word.
All y'all are headliners.
Because then he can get everybody uninterested in what he's saying, and he doesn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
We traveled
Watch him
all
step
the
on
way
his
to
mic.
Wisconsin for this interview.
Just wait. Oh, that was her
I
too,
spoke
right?
with President.
Evidence.
That was her.
Yeah,
Good. Good. She is such a piece of shit.
She's
dude.
kind of a jerk, dude.
Oh, dude, like you
She's
can
kind of a mean girl, bro.
First off, like holy cow, dude.
It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
Hi, I'm here to interview you. My eyes aren't freaking open at all.
I mean, that's
Like,
what Kash
dude.
Patel looked like.
I mean, yeah, his are a little bit like, and you know, there's suspicions of that, whatnot. But no, she is just like she's got them crazy open eyes.
Yeah.
He's got the I'm wired eyes. She's got the I'm literally hypnotized into a half substrate of a brain.
Wait, hold
meat
on.
suit.
Let me put it this way. So what you're telling me is, if I brought this chick over,
I did my makeup
and I
for this
told you,
interview. Yeah,
hey,
you
bro,
take down a bunch
this
of
my new
shit.
this my new girl. This would be one of them girls where you're like, oh, cool, give me one moment. I just needed to talk to homie real quick about something from the other day. And then you'd bring me into the other room and go, bro, you didn't see the crazy eyes?
Don't spill the beans,
Bro, cut and run, dog. Cut and run, bro. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
no,
dude, don't do it.
First off, You went from Washington to Wisconsin. It's actually like a 1 hour and a half, 1:45 hour flight when you go the one way with the time difference. Like a 2.5 hour flight. It is not that big of a journey, woman. If that's a big journey for you,
I mean,
I do it once a year, every year.
That's what you say, you know, like, hey, I came up here, blah,
And
blah,
I
blah.
drive 3 times that amount easy.
Okay, so this one's a little bit
multiple.
So this one's a little bit
Basically
longer.
weekly.
I think that what fired him off, bro.
It's
is-
so much work for me. I'm a news anchor.
So she was trying to, like you were saying, she was trying to do gaslighting
I'm
on the
just a
election
girl.
thing, right? So I think that's what set him off.
It was a dirty election,
Mr.
and it's
President,
happening again right now in
You've never
California.
presented evidence.
It's happening
that the
right
2020
now in
election was
California.
rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's
Where's
happening
the
in
evidence
California.
to that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California. It's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with.
That's how they count
You know
the
why
votes
they're
in
doing that?
California.
Because they're cheating.
No, that's how they count in California. They do it slow. You know, you're misunderstanding. No, see, that's how it just works. When as soon as you step foot in California,
that's what they told me. So we just believe them because that's what we do in California.
On the election.
Do you have evidence to support
All I
that?
have to do is look.
Are you a journalist who's supposed to be investigating things like that to
Or
break news?
How about the Fulton County evidence that's come abroad? What was it? Was it New York that they were trying to fight the votes, and then that's the building that burned down? I can't even remember.
Not sure.
I don't know if it was funds records or voting records.
It was
one of the
funds,
two.
I think. It was funds.
I have to do is
That's
look.
not
And
evidence.
I listen to people, and let's see what happens.
But sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's
And
appropriate?
That's how they
that
count the votes in
Do you think it's
California.
appropriate that they have an election and 5 days later they're nowhere close to picking a
State
winner?
and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the
crooked.
votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote
They're
in
crooked,
California.
just like you.
That's how they vote. What is that?
Don't mind the semi truckloads of mail-in votes that they
That is
bring
not
in,
an answer.
and then you can see them hide things of bins of ballots and everything. Yeah, that is how they vote in Cali. They do it corruptly.
Right. That's why I love this, bro. And this is literally what I
You know
effing
what?
voted for, dog.
How
this
can
is
she even?
This is him not being a loser
I don't know
and
how she
keeping
can
his
even
mouth
know
shut.
that.
This is him standing up and being like, "Yeah, no, hold on, let me tell you, dude."
How does she even know that? I mean, she can't know that much. She barely knows anything about Wisconsin. She thinks it's so far away.
Bro.
You're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
let's
Well, you
continue.
play right into their hands.
Hold up.
Listen, hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. I think there was some slight admission there. That was one of those things where, hey, don't bring me into this. But I
Listen.
can't say for them. Wait, so why won't you back them up? Because there might be some shit in the works. Wake up, tards.
And Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
let's
Well, you play
continue.
right into their hands. and
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid.
Let's
you play
continue.
right into their hands with this rap. You know that these elections.
Which one are you? It's your choice. I'll let you pick, but you are probably, maybe, some people say you might only be one of these two things. You may either be crooked or stupid. I'm not sure, but it is up to you.
He's
Go
got,
ahead.
He's got some good one-liners, that's for sure.
What up, Neil Tamir in the chat? Thanks for popping on in, bro. I was not a fan of Reno 911. Screw that show. That show was stupid. They
Whoever-
do cheat. That is how they count the
Reno
votes.
9
Yep.
was awesome.
Trump is pissed because he
Don't know what you're talking about.
keeps getting ambushed by fake news. Yeah, dude, I think he was clearly like, bad day, bro. This guy was done with it, man. He was like,
was
I
this
can't
a
even.
Today? Was this today interview
Oh
or
no,
a
this was
Sunday?
like Saturday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Bro, he was clearly like, that's the limit. I'm done.
And
I'm about to pop off and
we've
crash
hit the
out.
wall of
Are
stupidity.
rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press.
But Mr. President,
You know why I
you've
got
never
that?
presented
Because you have no
evidence.
credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged.
Aren't you supposed to find the evidence as a news journalist?
Right? That's the thing. They're like, hey, we're all out here deleting and hiding it when we're supposed to be the ones finding it. Why can't you figure it out? Why don't you just show the evidence that we got rid of, huh?
Yeah, that too, right, dude? That's another annoying one, right? She's like, well, you never presented the evidence that we got rid of and we covered up.
Yeah, if we played by your games, you guys would be so screwed.
Yeah, bruh.
So
Let's keep
screwed.
talking about-
There's going to be a real dictatorship because daddy, the real daddy would be in office, laying the law down, and
bro.
y'all be crying
Oh,
until
yeah.
all of a sudden one day you realize that's all great. Or you do something stupid, and then you end up basically taking yourself out or
Straight
other
up,
people
bro.
with it because you're tired, and then, well, we don't got to worry about it anymore because Darwinism did its thing.
What up, conspiracy logic? We agree. The reporter is pretty stupid and fake news, man.
Oh, dude, I actually first
I
seen
know,
this
right?
woman like
We wish you'd go harder
I
too,
think it was
bro.
right at the beginning of Trump's when he got reelected in this last time.
Yeah.
And I'd watch her and I'm just like, oh, dude, she is so off the left end. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so this is supposed to be our national, like, everybody looks to it like Sunday morning news. Like,
Yeah.
let's have a decent, like, what's going on in the country.
Oh.
Trump's this horrible man. There's no evidence at all that vaccines are bad. Go get your boosters now. Just all the bullshit. I'm
Yup.
like, wow, this is the America propaganda
Just like that
generator.
Just like that
2.0.
Joe Scarborough guy, the Morning with Joe show, this Joe Scarborough
Yeah.
thingy. He is mad TDS. It's crazy.
You have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk about.
Then why isn't anyone arrested?
It's
I'm with
almost-
you, Trump. I've seen the evidence. We've covered it on the show. We need to put people in jail to prove it,
Mhm.
and then we can stuff it in everybody's face and tell them to eat
What
crow,
we need
bro.
to do is get a couple of these guys on the actual treason charges in the right state.
No shit.
With the, that have the right penalties, if you know what I'm saying.
The constitutional penalties, I believe, is what he's referring to, folks. Some people tell me some of the constitutional penalties are a little bit cruel. Some say they're a little bit inhumane.
Maybe graphic.
Maybe a bit Old Testament, you might say.
Yeah.
Elections.
You get hung publicly.
Well, you're not supposed to say it out loud, you moron.
Country, we're like a third world country.
Sir.
Your
All right.
elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so is ABC.
Yeah, then he just goes off on a rant. F you, F you, F you. No one's cool. I'm out.
so
Oh,
good.
man. Also, at this interview, President Trump exposes the FBI carrying out an inside job on January 6th to the NBC's Meet the Fake Press. Kristen Welker starting her to panic. This might have been what
Meet
made her,
the-
like, get vicious.
Ushering them in. They had FBI agents ushering them into the building. They had FBI go into the building. Those people walking around there looking, oh, isn't this nice? They weren't in. They were
There's
being
no
ushered
evidence
into
of
the
that,
building.
sir. There's no evidence
You
of
had a bunch of dirty cops, and frankly, what they did was weaponization of our
But
government.
sir, there's no evidence of that. More than 1,000
No,
people.
well, yeah, no,
pleaded
there's none.
guilty to
You know what you do?
crimes.
Try
Would
looking
you-
at the tapes one time.
Would you?
Yeah, bruh. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? I think the evidence is right here. Oh, neat. Somebody overlaid it on the clip. Here, watch the Capitol Police Guard just give people a tour of the Capitol. Oh, here's the crazy dude with the horns on, and they're just like giving him a tour.
Agents ushering them into the building. They had
How many people do you know that believe what the stupid reporter lady just said and have not seen any of these clips because they're in a bubble and they need a better news feed, folks? That's what you have to do. If you have anybody that is not already down with full on TDS, help them build a better news feed. Help them make an X account. Help them follow the right people. Like get them to follow the right people on, Boomer Book. Like, like whatever, meet them where they're at. I don't want to pull people over if we don't have to. Me begging people to come to
Boomer Book.
Rumble is tough enough, dog. But I do that because YouTube could shut us down at any moment when we go back to censorship town, right? So Rumble, the free speech platform, get them on Rumble or some shit, but get them to follow people on YouTube or Facebook or X, wherever the F, dude. You got to help them build a better news feed, folks. Because if they were following our stupid little show, they would have seen all these January 6 tapes already. If they were following somebody else's show that's we cover on the show all the time, they would have seen these tapes, man. And I know every single person listening to this right now knows somebody that is on our side and still has not seen those tapes, bro. The only reason my mom has seen them, she's 100% on our side. The only thing the chick watches is freaking Fox, right? The only reason she's seen those tapes and those clips of January 6th is because I'm way too into this shit. And I just like send it to her all the time back when it was going down. I'd be like, oh, don't believe what they're saying. Check this one out, moms. Check this one out. Check this one out. Gotta be a little bit more active, folks. I know we're all busy. I know you got a life, you got a wife, you got a job, yada, yada, yada. But at minimum, if this could be a call to action one time a week, bro, it'd be cool if you share this show. Share them the post that we're talking about, or pull up your own and share it to them, man. Super important that people see the evidence that Trump was talking about, man. A really big deal in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's old news. You still haven't seen these clips or known about it? Well, better watch them or just take the people's word for it that are actually just watching these videos, and then just, we're not lying what we're seeing out there. You can watch the video for yourself.
Yep, 100%, bro.
Pretty obvious when you watch it. So,
and then I would love to highlight this website right here that literally is devoted to the absolute facts and evidence of what they were talking about on this Meet the Press interview, bro. This website's called the website is called electioncrimebureau.com. This post is called The Big Lie. You've never presented evidence that the 2020 election was rigged. And somebody already whipped a freaking site together on this, bro.
the people are sick of it. The people are sick of the shit.
Done, bro. I am so done.
Now everybody that's bored because all the people we let in are taking our jobs, or they're just, not want to do some other shit. Great. They got all the time, and they're becoming citizen journalists and just doing all this work that real journalists can't do anymore because they're actually lobbyists and politicians.
It's the birth of the new journalist, dog.
Well,
it got bad. Now
we're just finding out. We're just finding out where honest journalists come from, basically.
100%, bro. Well, it's what it used to be, right? But that's why all the boomers still believe the TV, because they just didn't update.
Because people
they didn't get an update, bro.
People had morals and ethics.
Yeah, that's how it all started.
And a little bit of common sense and logic. That's also definitely deteriorated.
Yeah, man. I know conspiracy logic gets pissed off at this kind of shit like us too, bro. Great again.
Great again. Yeah, you missed ranter in chief earlier, conspiracy logic. I definitely was ranting.
Dan's on a rant roll today, bro. But man, yeah, the absolute ignorance and the negative attacking of that what's her name? The NBC lady, man. Yeah, that gets our bloods a-boiling around here, bro. Damn, he dropping C words in the chat. Woo! Conspiracy logic. Calm down, sir. I don't think she's a C word, but people tell me somebody has said that. I don't know. I may have seen it in the live chat or something. People say she's quite the C word.
Yep. I'd say it's a perfect description.
And I'm not talking about colored, okay? That's not the C word I'm talking about, folks. A different C word, one they use over there across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like, there's literal videos of people getting ushered in, right, Niltamir? It's like, dog. That's where I'm like, I wish Trump was like, J.D. Vance, right? Because I feel like a J.D. Vance one day might have to be like, oh, wait, hold on. I know how to use a phone. Let me just hold on here. I'll pull up X. Oh, here's the clip. Yeah, no, here, look at it. No, I'm not going to continue the interview.
Hey, look.
Well, God, we're in the middle of an interview. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, watch the video right here. Just watch it. I can't wait till the president does that, bro.
Dude, I can't.
Just punks him, bro. Just here. No, just watch it right now. Here, just watch it. I pulled up the receipts, TrutherCast.com, the blog episode. Yeah,
basically just how Nick goes and pulls up that guy's hey, look, I received your payment right here. Look, in your face right
Bruh.
No, I can't look at it. Only if I look at it, it becomes true. That's the key. Only if you look at it, it becomes true. So as long as you don't look at it, you won't turn to stone like Medusa.
I can't see you. You can't see me.
Yeah, totally how that works.
Under Mike Lindell's leadership, the Election Crime Bureau has assembled over 800 findings in support of the assertion that the 2020 election was, in fact, stolen. Of these 800 plus
guy,
findings,
dude.
over 550 are established fact. So why is nobody arrested? Come on, man. These findings are backed by over 2,500 citations, 15% of which are from government sources such as court proceedings or congressional reports. And this is simply the evidence that we have been able to obtain via open source intelligence. Government authorities have access to a significantly higher trove of evidence. Yeah. Can you imagine how much they would prove if we had a whole good guy, you know, like DOJ or some shit, bro? Like, please. Here's an infographic thingy. So this is dope, bro. Review the evidence. This is awesome, bro. This is Mike Lindell's site. This is amazing.
Dude, the My Pillow guy, what a dude.
This is
what a
amazing,
dude. Proper
bro.
chap.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. So they pulled up, they made a blog post over this. This is amazing, dude.
You know what?
I didn't even realize it was his website when I made it. I wanted to like make
And
sure we
the best
watched
thing
this.
was is they just told AI to do that, and it was like that.
The president of the United States.
AI.
Yeah, bro.
You're getting behind.
Hey, like, does everybody forget that the president of the United States was literally deplatformed on Twitter? Like, that is so insane to
While
look
remember,
back on.
Fidel Castro and all the terrorists could still freely use Twitter.
And the Ayatollah.
Yeah, that's part
They
of what
were
I'm talking
talking death to America, bro.
about. Oh, you know, that's another reason why you shouldn't call it Twitter.
Yep.
Because that's where it was dirty. X. X is now where it's at.
And then YouTube was cracking
X
down
doesn't do
and
that
shutting
shit.
down so many videos, bro, that we all had to talk in code. We had to replace the word Dominion with Dominoes and the word ballad with pizza or something. Like, yeah, dog. Yeah, that was a crazy time to be alive, bro. I can't imagine when I'm like 80 years old and I'm trying to explain this shit to like my niece, nephew, or like a great niece, nephew or some shit. There was a time when we all had to say like pizza and we had to say like, you know,
cold words.
Don't get the jabby thingy, but we were talking about an actual vaccine
You
being
couldn't
illegally
say
mandated.
the real word for what it really was, otherwise you get in trouble. Almost like communism.
Oh, absolutely.
What are the odds of that?
Or, you know, hey, if you're a doomer, you know, it's more like I'm going to be like, yeah, it all began when, and now we're here in full communism. So, yep, sucks.
Whoops. That happened really quick. It can get out of hand really fast.
Everybody's going to share the damn show and everybody's going to help their friends build a better news feed. And we're going to avoid communism until at least after I'm dead, bro. Come on, man. I got another life, 40, 60 years, and there's no way I'm going to touch communism here, dog. I don't even want to leave America. I'm so like, why would I go anywhere else, dog? I've looked at a whole bunch of places like Pedo. I don't physically feel the need to be there. Ooh.
Man, what's Neil Tamir talking about? They're trying to smear Trump, saying he had a stroke when he fell asleep.
Yeah, that was going around.
I didn't see that one.
I also heard that he didn't even fall asleep at all. But
probably sounds about right.
That was one of the poo-poo TDS things going around.
Sharing the show is important, but you know what's also important? Hitting that thumbs up button.
Amen.
Noticing it's lacking out there. Come on, we can do a little better, guys.
Hey, wait a second.
Appreciation, thank you.
How many people are in the chat and how many thumbs ups are there?
Exactly.
Hold on. We can math. So the last one I think I got on this topic to wrap it up, right? This was a real good topic of what do they call it? Memory berries. So we had we had to have a lot of 2020 election video evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to have the remember what life was like during like the alt communism days. And then here we need to be reminded how the media behaved when they interviewed the worst president in United States history, okay? So let's make a comparison and let's see what things were like for the interview of Trump we just watched and an interview of Joe flipping Biden.
Can we level set in terms of the soul of America? Right now, hate crimes are on the rise, random acts of gun violence. Women are under attack. Mr. President?
I'll do one.
The answer is yes.
Wait, hold on. What's he putting hand up for? Like they were gonna shut it down. He was like,
hold up. I can answer this question. Don't worry, I can answer this one.
Wait, hold on.
It wasn't like the first 10. I can answer this one, guys. I got it.
Of gun violence. Women are under attack, Mr. President.
I'll do one. The answer is yes.
So how this is, bro, hold on. Let me set the stage a little bit better.
What did we say all the time? Basically, like, don't let him get away from his caretakers, because he can't. He has people care like he's not him. He's not just a person gets to act on his own. He's got this whole entourage because they think he's too old and senile.
Yes, so that's exactly what I was going to try and explain. Right, like the post is saying. Right, you got to remember his handler just would jump in if he was asked something beyond like anything like stupid, simple, right? Like scripted. Yeah,
keep him from spilling the beans.
So this woman tried to slip a good one in after like a whole bunch of just like softball bullshit, bro. So let's listen to how he responds.
The answer is yes, because that's why we can't let, we cannot let this election be one where the same man who was. The answer is yes, because that's why we can't let, we cannot let this. The answer is yes, because that's why we can't let, we cannot let this election be one where the same man who was president 4 years ago becomes president again.
Can we level set in terms?
Oh, wait a minute.
I can't believe we let that dude run
I mean,
the show
technically,
for 4 years,
Obama was president 4 years ago. It was the end of his 4 years, but yeah, the dude never knew really what he was talking about. Apparently, the child drugs or the coke, he realized he couldn't just do coke with his son whenever he wanted to, being in the White House. So he's like, dang, shit, what do I do now? Oh, man, I'm really slow without this shit.
Bro, wait, hold on. You know what this reminded me? For all the things of being a human that are really amazing that you should not take for granted and you should appreciate, I think my favorite thing about being a human is not that I can see, it's not that I can think, it's not that I can reason, logic, or build things with my hands. It's that I can forget. And my brain automatically forgets painful things, so I don't have to live a daily, psychologically fraught and ruined mentally capable life. And I've somewhat forgotten how tragic it was watching that idiot barely bumble his way through talking about something, bro. That was a rough 4 years to go through, dog.
I have one question. Where did I put my mint ice cream?
Bro, that was so painful, bro.
Can't seem to find it.
Oh, God, dude. Hey,
where am I?
Yo, chat, what was your favorite whoopsie on Joe Biden? Do you even remember it, or did your brain automatically forget it too?
Him that. Either it had to have been a good body double, or he's got stronger bones for an old guy when he biffed it on his bike. He went right over the top of the handlebars.
Bro.
It's not the easiest way to fall on your bike, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he just fell.
He kind of just hold on, I'm going to stop real quick.
Yeah, I forgot he didn't go. Right, that was me that went over the handlebars 2 seasons ago. So.
There.
I also did not hurt myself.
Yeah, dude. So things were a little bit different when interviewing Joe Biden compared to Donald Trump. A little different, I'd say, man. Oh, dude, I love that he crashed
Trump totally does nothing in the brain. He's like, there's nothing chooching up there. That guy is the smartest guy ever, the most intuitive I've ever seen him. Who was that lady that was, what was it, Kamala? Which one was it? Oh, he is the most on top that I've ever seen.
Yup.
Lies. You lies like a rug.
And anybody saying otherwise does not know the wild capabilities and amazing things he does. I'm with him all the time.
You've never seen him when he does a Gino. I mean, you never seen him behind the scenes. Yeah, when he's doing weird drugs, probably.
Hitting rails of cocaine. Yeah.
Yeah, that and however you do the drug of the children. the alleged drug.
We agree,
of the
conspiracy
children.
logic. We are sick of the eyes wide shut dipshits insulting our basic intelligence, man. A freaking men, bro. Golly. I hear that, man. Speaking of those dipshits, right? Apparently they have culturally scared every single performer except Vanilla Ice into canceling their performance at the big White House 250 bash. He is the only dude old and strong. Didn't have that on the bingo card, bro. One day, Vanilla Ice will be the sole patriot holding out. And you know why? Do you know what he says? Because, guys, we're entertainers, bro. You play for this party, you play for that party. It doesn't matter. We're here to have a good time. Music's here to, like, bring people together. Like, that's like, we're just performers, guys. Like, we're here to have a good time. But I understand some of my friends, and I'm on tour with them right now. Some of my friends actually had to back out, you know, because of all the threats being made. That's painful, bro. That's painful. There's threats being made for performing at a 250.
Aren't threats supposed to be punishable with some jail or prison time?
Too close connected to Trump? Like, good God almighty, bro. So, like, this is what's sick about the left, bro. They can't even put shit aside to be like, okay, let's just celebrate. Yay, our country. It's the 250th. Like, neato, you know. I forgot that we had the actual clip of Vanilla, so let's hear Mr. Ice here.
Crazy that all the attention is coming down on all this event and everything, because I'm honored and just super proud. My mom is proud. And
what a regular, like a Gen Xer. Yeah, I'm just really like, it's pretty cool, bro. They picked me.
Everybody I know is like, this is awesome. And then there's some people that, you know, that are bailing out and all this stuff. And I'm like, why? You know, this would be the greatest concert on the planet. We're turning 250 years. Let's celebrate the country that we're born and raised in. What's wrong with being patriotic, you know? And they said, oh, because Trump's putting it on. I'm like, so? Who throws a better party than Trump, man? I've been to a lot of them. That guy knows how to throw a real party, and they're classy, they're great, they're fun and just over the top and amazing. So I'm like, even better. So I don't get it. You know, I know that there's a snow globe out there, and the world is kind of shaken up on their beliefs politically and different things like that. But this isn't something that I think should be put on that kind of pedestal, especially as an entertainer. I don't think that it's fair to us to be put on some kind of political platform. We just kind of play for anybody, and it's music. It's like a DJ. You know, you can throw it on for any wedding. You know, if Joe Biden's getting married, you can throw it on for him. I'm sure there's fans over there on that side too. It's about coming together. It's about being American. It's about being proud of our country, no matter if the goods and the bads that you agree with or not. But it's 250 years we've gotten here, and this is a once in a lifetime thing to have a celebration, and music is made to bring people together.
100%,
so everyone's invited. This is not divided.
I might actually make it to 300. I could possibly make it to the 300th celebration too.
Yeah. Quite possibly. Hopefully.
Yeah. I might just be able to make that. That's pretty cool. But man, hopefully, you know, he can get some like middle of the roaders, you know, like to come back on the show or something. Because man, now it's just going to turn into like a, you know, Donald Trump supporter entertainers show or something, and then they're all going to talk ish about it, you know, like. And then they're just going to be like, just like your Trump bootlickers, you know.
Well, you know what's happening? Because Trump is proud for this country. And why it pisses people off is because everybody's been morally degraded through all the bullshit of all the commies that have been doing this strategically. It's on purpose to our moral framework for a long time. How does a country ever do great things? Do you think it's a bunch of people that aren't proud of their country? No, never is. So how do we do great things? Oh, we take pride in where we are and what we've built. And not a lot of people do that anymore. And because we've been sub-programmed to do that, at least the weak ones. And people that aren't the highest of IQs that unfortunately can be led and swindled by those that Now, see, they say we abuse our powers. They're abusing your unintellectual power. That's the real bully
They're
bullshit.
abusing people's ignorance.
Yeah, and they're just leading you like a sheep right to the wolf. So it's really sad. And unfortunately, then, like, we as the people on the other side and logical people, the smart people, need to find a way that you gotta let them save face first off. You don't call the dumb person dumb. They don't understand, obviously, because one, they just were never taught. And so we need to teach them in a graceful way where we don't piss them off to where, because they're very easily piss offable, as we've seen, all the Karens out there and all them types. So those are actually going to be, those are like the stage 10. That's the hardest thing to convert, a full stage 10 Karen. But all the rest of them, man, you just need to put a little kindness and whatnot in there. Talk to them like they're your friend. They start being a complete a-hole back, if they're going to dish it out, you might as well dish it back. But either way, yeah, nobody's proud to be an American. And that is why, except for those of us that are left, which is actually still a good chunk, because otherwise America would have already collapsed. If nobody has pride in their work, then guess what? You don't show up to work, you don't make great products, you don't compete, because guess what? It is an international competing playground. We're not up against other Americans. We're up against the world. And the world's got, there's other places that do have some good talent. So we can't just be lazy. We got to be out there making the best of every day, doing the best we absolutely can, which is the only reason why America is celebrating its 250th birthday. Because we believed we were the best.
Bro, straight up, dog. And we're competing on a global stage.
Yeah, we worked our asses off to our forefathers and all of our kin before us busted their ass to get to where the state is. We're basically letting that, that resto mod, that
bunch of entitled
Dems
children,
just
bro,
fully restored, just rot in the barn instead
bunch
of
of stupid
taking
children,
it out
bro,
and making you and presenting it with pride. We have no pride in the country anymore.
Yep.
So nobody and everybody's thinking it's garbage because this and that. No, you're getting swindled into this becoming the shittiest country in a third world country again. Yep. Your fault.
And thinking
it's
can't be
not
fixed.
all these other people's faults.
And thinking that you can't turn it around, bro, and like stop it and fix it. Like, I also, that's why I get pissed off about all the black pill shit.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, like it ain't too far gone yet.
And first off, those people, the black pillars, the black pill thinking type is one in a very immediate future. They're not thinking 15 steps ahead.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what happens when we burn infrastructure down and we just tear all of it down? You have any idea how much work that is to get it back to a sustainable place?
How long until we get cell phone towers?
First off,
how long?
Yeah, if you went war and you literally tore up all the computer systems, all that, shoot, actually major EMP actually fries all of our electronics.
Crazy.
And then all of a sudden, for some reason, because nerds aren't always the most durable human meat sacks out there, disease and stuff, so the world going down that off pretty quick. All of a sudden, medical equipment's really not around. Shit gets way harder.
Wait,
so then all of a sudden you lose the only smartest people you have that knew how to make a computer. You have any idea how a computer works?
The Indian nerds are very versatile. We can take almost anything. I eat shit off the ground all the time.
We eat poo, manifested food from the poo-covered hands that scoop it out the balls.
Did you see the YouTube man? There is a town in India where we take bathe and poop, and it is fine. We are doing fantastic. We will do totally fine.
There's a good bacteria is good for you, but there's overdoing it at a point. But
hold on, my friend. We will be able to make it.
Yeah. Do you want to redo that? Guess what? We will be having basically another 250-year anniversary we just made another computer. We just have our first computer that could do what Commodore did back in the day. Nothing near a smartphone again. And so you want to create a time machine? That's the real time machine.
That's why
you don't take us back in time, burn all that shit
that's
down.
Why I hate
so let's
burn it all
not
down.
do that.
Yeah.
Because first off, I know that wants to just burn all down. That's the easy route. That's the weak route, the least work route.
Right.
And it's going to have the worst overall future
and it's only
outcome. So
and it's
that
only
is
because
not the way we want to do it. I mean, because I know you won't know what to do with yourself if you didn't have a smartphone.
And
so let's not even start. Don't tear down the infrastructure. That power is basically what your whole brain revolves around.
And it's only because you have nothing where you feel like that, bro. I was on my walk before the show. I was like thinking, and I was curious of your opinion. You know how we always say like it's not a race war, it's like a class war, you know? So it's always
it's always been a class war.
So just in general, everything's always like between the haves and the have-nots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking about the concept of the haves and the have-nots. We always think more high level. So we think like, oh, the rich elite people and the like me regular person, right? Well, what if you zoomed it down to just even your family? So if you just zoomed it down to you and your parents, right? Your parents, if they're a normal adult that did okay, and especially like in the, you know, better economy times of, you know, before now, and they have a house and they have stocks, maybe they got a pension or something, they're the haves, right?
Well, they made the right moves. They didn't party with the money. They put in something.
Well, stay with me. So they're the haves, right? And then if we're like young or didn't get our shit together yet, and we're middle-aged and still don't have our shit together, and we don't have like a house, and we don't have like a stocks, and we don't have like a pension, we're the have-nots, right? So for an example, that I thought I was meant to bring it up with the H-1B concept.
I mean, not us.
So like think about this, right? So housing market go up crazy COVID. Really good for my parents, really bad for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my parents go, yay, this is awesome. My house is more valuable. I go, whoa, dude, hold up. That just went way past where I was at currently, and I screwed up and didn't get a house. Now I can't get a house. I'm upset. That's problem. H-1B thing happens. House prices go down. Parents go, oh, crap. There goes the home equity. This is terrible. I go, oh, thank God. So like, I never thought about it like that, bro. So like you could even zoom it down into your like actual family, and it's always between the haves and the have-nots, and things will look, you know, different depending on what side of the you know, table you're on there, man.
Yeah. That's always kind of how it is for the most part. You know, you're either gonna be getting affected in the bad way or a good way.
Right.
I mean, but really, if you think about all the other things, it probably balances out.
Yeah, man, just pretty wild that you can even zoom it down to just you and the parents.
Because you know what, boomers, now your house you got for pennies on the dollar, and you're not going to make an absolute killing on the return. Boo-hoo. But you know, your gas isn't too expensive anymore where it's going to keep draining your Social Security that bad every month. So, you know, you want it in like, some places.
What the hell does the point of your home value have if it's your last house anyway?
Don't you hate paying more in taxes? That's not that bad.
I know, right?
The thing is, the equity shouldn't matter that much, because either way, if the equity, the equity didn't change, that number, however much you have in it, unless you have it paid off, doesn't matter. Right. If you have it paid off, guess what? It definitely doesn't really matter because it's plenty enough to put yourself in any situation before, with the years you have left, where you're fine.
Right. Unless there's like something, oh my God, it's catastrophic, but most older people are not trying to like last minute move a house anyway. Like,
oh, but I mean, like, that is a lot of that's they can use if they know that. See, again, business,
right.
You gotta know
the
how
haves.
the financials
The
work.
haves. You got to be a have.
Well, like this country is a business.
Yeah.
Tax law is for business in your bank account. It is for making. It is like. That's the funny thing. We are a corporation. The corporation only matters because we make money out of this thing. So you should learn business before even the other stuff. I'd say learning out all these business rules will probably be more important almost before grammar. Probably not math, because math is a core essential to business, knowing if you're going to make money or not. You have to know numbers, but other things, not so important. As long as you know how to make more off some little, or you grow that. That's really all you need to know. America was built on that. We know that's how, like, unfortunately, that's only, like, you can't just, like, we've tried it for a while. I mean, you kind of can, but I guess people get bored or something.
Yeah.
You just never, like,
that's 100%
just not do where you're like we're humans. We have to like create. And like, I mean, we can, because there was the whole living. I mean, we can homestead and do just fine.
Right.
Totally just fine.
Right.
I mean, life.
But I'd be bored as shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. People
I'd be like,
yeah, walking the dogs through the pasture, picking flowers with the kids, and like doing some boating trips. Yep, that's about it.
Well, I'd be crazy, and I'd
you're
be
like,
probably
there's
doing like
no video game or anything.
I'd probably do
stuff.
like
You're just like,
I'd probably be like a cowboy, bro. I'd be having to do like, that's probably why the Cowboys had to do the rodeo, dog, because you got to do something that gets your blood pumping, dog, when there ain't too many things going on. Like,
yeah. We do get bored easily.
You got to do something that gets the blood pumping.
Is that a full part of the equation? But like, so we have to have pride and like make things great in this country. Everybody lost their pride. We're not making that. I mean, there's still the some, but we feel that 30-40%. That's just dead weight. They're just I either need to be given it all, or why should I make something great? That's kind of what being a human is about. Like 100%. Doing some. I mean, you know what? Guess what?
That's also
being something great.
People
don't
feel
take
the
that
most
as like,
fulfilled.
I have to become the next cancer fixer. I have to solve, muscular sclerosis. That doesn't have to be the great thing.
Yeah,
you could be an absolute great mom. You could be a great plumber. Like it doesn't have to be like this thing of where like
I would argue people feel the most fulfilled when they do something
it's a personal
like that
thing.
too,
It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Don't hold yourself to other people's standards, but don't be a bump on a log.
You
Don't
can
be
also
doing
be
nothing like I sit here and I eat and I shit and I think you should fund that.
You could also be
That's
a
what most of
great
y'all do out there. Guess what?
sharer
No, go out and
of the
freaking
show.
do something.
You could be a great sharer of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something. At least I will let my tax dollars buy you a donut through EBT at that if you go share the show, because at least you're doing something. Trying to spread some goodness.
Don't fear.
Very minimal, but
I still have more things that will get us frustrated.
Oh yes. Isn't that what we do
here's
every
another one.
Monday?
Well, right. We bring positivity, but we do bring up things that get us frustrated. Yeah. Like this condo on my walk before the show, bro. It's a condo. So it's like 1/2 of a building. $350,000.
Yeah. I just emptied one up north.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
That's actually a cheaper condo in that area.
Which is absolutely bonkers.
Well, I mean, the one thing too. I mean,
so you mean you're trying to tell me this $350,000 home, because you cut it in half and put double the shit in there, is double the price? Bruh, hold up, dude.
Well,
hold
see,
up.
honestly, when you look at the numbers and whatnot, it's really not that screwed up.
It's just the area. It's stupid.
Well, no, I mean, like, people are like, I can't afford that. Well, I mean, one thing, you got to get your skills up.
Yeah.
There are no skills that pay. Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty of high paying skills.
Hard enough,
and the certificates, you don't even have to have a degree. They're certificates. And they will pay you to get them.
Degrees are dead, bro. You don't need that no more.
Well, it's all just because it's coming to fruition, the truth. Experience matters, not that bullshit degree.
Not even experience,
because the degree half the time we know is bullshit.
No,
You're
what's the
falling
word?
asleep in class. Oh, all these ones are fake from India.
No. It's not even experience, dog. All it is like what really a super desire to work, like what the go-getter attitude or some bullshit.
Just the show.
Because you can be like, I'll learn everything on the job. Just teach me. I'm really good at figuring shit out.
True.
That's what wins.
Because
you know
sometimes experience isn't always sometimes somebody can be in something for 15 years and still suck at it.
I worked
somehow. I don't understand it, but I have witnessed it.
I worked at so many different types of jobs, bro, that were zero connection, and how I got every single one was going in there and being like, yo, I needed a job yesterday and I work really hard and I'll do everything. And they were like, yeah, sold, hire the kid.
I'm highly teachable. Whatever you teach me, I'm going to understand it pretty soon, and then we'll be fine.
So, memory berry of how absolutely hypocritical the Democrats are. After the Mar-a-Lago was raided, Mr. Andrew Weissman claimed that the raid was proof that Trump had done something wrong.
Oh, you got charging cable.
The raid proved that Trump did something wrong. Okay, are you with me? So just the act of the raid proved that Donald Trump did something wrong. After
that's just like all those people that get swatted. They're absolutely guilty, right?
So after John Bolton's house was raided, Weissman claimed it was proof of Trump's political retribution.
This was not a raid. This wasn't the Attorney General of the United States deciding willy-nilly on his own that he was going to do this search. When you issue and obtain a search warrant, it's because you do not trust that the person will actually produce the documents. And that means that they had to have evidence of that that led Merrick Garland to take this step, that it was...
Which now, by the way, if you haven't seen, we do have evidence that they actually raided Mar-a-Lago outside of the purview of the FBI. The FBI actually said, no, don't do that. What are you talking about? And then they went and did it anyway.
Yeah, and that whole the judge has to have the evidence. No, there's cases that they don't.
Yeah, no,
not all
dude.
judges are straight like that.
Bold, but certainly approved by the courts. Right now, all we have is a public record that Amanda has talked about of actual retribution, and we have no contrary evidence that there's something wrong here. It's very important.
So like, oh man, when it's your guy, oh geez, it's just Trump's political retribution
As usual, just like
oh geez,
it sounds a lot like bricks and minifigs.
Oh my geez.
Oh yeah. If you haven't heard updates with the bricks and minifigs, oh, that's such a good one. I love that one. I love that this dude's gonna ruin he's gonna bankrupt that company. That dude's ruining it for his whole company. Bricks and minifigs.
Oh God, yeah, bro, he going down, bro. He going down.
He already got that one Guinness World Record. He needs to get a new one for
fastest collapse of a company. Like
what was it? God dang it, I'll have to remember it. It was pretty good.
I think it'd
be good, a great title for what he actually did.
I think it's like a whole different name, and it's like they just award idiots or something. Like Guinness World of being a complete.
I forget which one it was, but yeah, he's doing. I can't believe. Does this dude not remember what he said before? Because like he's on tape saying these things that are absolutely different from what he's saying now.
Right.
So the court's is going to see and go, yeah. And he's going to be
Fox,
like,
Fox had the CEO guy on, bro, and he made up a whole news version of it and was like, nah, we've been trying to contact him for like over a year, and oh, geez, they just won't work with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs is going down for sure. If you don't remember that one, folks, check out Mr. Reckless Ben on the YouTube. You 100% got to watch his show. We covered it last week and the week before that. Definitely got to go check it out. Type in Reckless Ben in the YouTube and then pull that shit up later after the show and use that as your going nighttime watch. Effing amazing. You got to scroll back to the video where he's got the Millennium Falcon, like he's holding the spaceship thingy. Like go back to where he's holding that one, the thumbnail. That's the original first video. Watch that one, dude. An hour and 20 minutes. It's like a television show, but it's real life. And he's trying to save the little guy. Absolutely amazing. Go give Reckless Ben the views. That dude is crushing it.
I think I remember what I was going to say. It was basically going to be just that he's going to be the holder of the most expensive Lego set in world history.
Right.
That he rented.
Right.
The most expensive rented.
Because he's going to get it back, but then lose the like $200 million a year they make.
No, he's going to lose the Lego set, and he's going to lose the $400 million
Give back
company.
the Legos and lose the whole. Yeah. Is it $400 million?
I thought they were $400 million.
Like
company.
maybe valued $400 million or something,
Yeah.
but I think their yearly
probably after this last week, they're $200 million.
Well,
they probably lost.
That was like their annual revenue, or maybe it was only $80 million or something. But yeah, like they were multiple millions of value.
Either way,
yeah. They're going down, bro.
Oh man, yeah,
they could survive.
Most expensive Lego set in history.
Oh shit!
That you only rented.
That's what every lawyer that's doing their like react on it, right? Every single one I watch is like, yeah, bro. Clearly, these guys have no idea what they're actually doing as a business, because any seasoned business owner, like big business corporation, would have 100% just paid the dude out immediately and been like, Go away now.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone.
Please hush. Please hush.
We don't want anybody to know about this. Sign
You
here.
know, that dude's got the biggest ego on him.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hilarious when that ego gets torn out of his rectum
And that villain
in a
mustache,
shower,
bro.
probably
So
in the near
crazy.
future.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll go to jail.
I mean, I hope he does, but because he deserves it.
Don't put him in jail. I need Hillary Clinton in jail.
I mean, we need them all in jail, dude.
Yeah,
Screw cutting these men. We're tired of all the bull crap.
But he didn't
These
do no
people
fraud.
slipping through.
Like,
He's,
yeah, no,
he's
there's probably
still, he still could do a month at least. Even a month, he'd be petrified. Be
You know who
great.
needs to go to jail? The cops, bro. Because now, after somebody hacked the police department and released the redacted videos unredacted, they're insane. Did you,
they're
did you
bad.
catch up on those?
I didn't see the unredacted ones. I just seen the one where he's like, "What type of BS are we gonna make? Or we got real charges?"
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
right there.
Like, yes.
The judge should hear that one statement and
Yes.
go, "All right, so I'm filing lawsuits against the police department and Bricks and Minifigs. You
Bruh.
are owing them restitutions of dude the health damages he had to go through. The thing is, it's not going to be that's not going to be a $200,000 set anymore.
No.
This is getting up to $1 million plus.
Yes. And then settle for 500K or 500 mil.
Fuck no! I hope. Whoops! I hope it goes to 5 mil at least.
You know what I'm
and he
saying?
gets
Like,
a mil out of
right,
it.
bro. Amen.
They're like,
'Cause
this is
you're
this
talking
is
about
ridiculous.
you're talking about the man who the set they took, like his health.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dealing
He
with
had to go
stress.
see a psychiatrist. Get all. He's on medication now. He was hospitalized for a while over it. Dude.
And then I thought he made to the whoopsie kind of, and I was like, well, dude was kind of stupid how he sold them. But then I found out Bricks and Minifig was actually the most regarded reseller of Legos. That was actually like the #1 best place he could have gone.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing just went sideways, bro.
Yeah. They
That's-
wanted to be
sucks.
dicks about it somehow.
So yeah, it wasn't his fault at all, bro. But yeah, dude. So the unredacted videos were also showing the cops communicating, literally calling the cell phone of the store owner guy.
Those,
like they knew
those
him.
cops should lose their qualified immunity.
Yeah.
Lose their pension.
I think they should
fired
definitely get in
immediately,
trouble. They should
and
definitely get in
disband
trouble.
from becoming law enforcement in any other
They
counties.
should be investigated because what they
that's
were
the
doing was
shit-
covering for the Mormon guy.
Yeah, because that's
Was
the
the-
shit-
is- that's the
You know
allegation.
what the shit part about that is? They're going to just basically leave that department.
Right.
And then they're just going to have another department hire them in
Just
another
move-
state.
move town.
And then they're just going to go do that shit in another county, screw over some more people's
That
lives.
should go on their permanent record, and that shit should be in some kind of a database or something.
Well, I think it is, but the thing is, a lot of these organizations don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're like, that's the guy we need. He's going to make us money. Because, whether you want to believe it or not, they are also a business. And a lot of them see it more that way instead of just actually protecting and serving the community.
Well, speaking of people that need to get arrested, right? Mr. Todd Blanche has got another one found for us here. Huge $50 million criminal fraud bust in Ohio. Dozens of charges. And we've got wide-eyed Patel over here in the background.
Involved in frauds. Partners today were announcing charges that were either unsealed today or over the past week against 14 defendants allegedly involved in fraud schemes targeting over $50 million here in Ohio. And again, these numbers are...
They just keep coming in, folks, and these are not covered on TV.
Is this another one of the Somali ones? Because I heard they're doing the same healthcare fraud
Yes.
over there.
Yes, I believe.
Well, the
it
child
is,
in the
Ohio.
healthcare crap. Yep.
Right, yeah. It was like the same thing.
Staggering, but just the tip of the iceberg, both here in Ohio and nationwide. Sadly, Ohio is facing some of the most significant fraud schemes in the country. Medicare fraud, pandemic relief fraud, even an international romance fraud scheme that I think you'll hear about shortly.
What?
And to
Not a Nigerian prince scheme.
meet this challenge...
Wait, go back. Is that what-
No, he said it like international love scheme or
International
something.
romance scheme.
Romance. That sounds like a Nigerian prince scheme. That's the whole thing. Right?
That doesn't seem Prince. The Prince scams are normally just a lot more around money. None of that crap.
No. The Nigerian prince scheme is I'm a prince and I'm trying to get with you. So like, don't you like, I come from royalty, but first I need you to help me with money.
scheme that I think you'll hear about shortly. And to meet this challenge, to meet this crisis, Our response has been and will continue to be aggressive, comprehensive, and we will not stop until we fix this problem. I want to emphasize something about what the cases that we're bringing represent. A unified, statewide fraud-fighting effort that's firing on all cylinders. You're going to hear from some of us today after I...
Amen, brother. This Todd Blanche dude is doing circles around that Pam Bondi, bro. Ever since this dude got in, bro, all of a sudden shit's happening. And I it's definitely possible that, like, oh, things just took a time. And if Pam was still here, these would be happening. But for some reason, maybe I'm sexist. I don't believe that. What do you think, chat?
Dirty sex.
Do you think that these were all just irons in the fire and, like, oh, legal and investigations needed to happen before they would be announced?
I think Bondi was way too much into that, like, high school glamour girl. Like, she got up there. She's like, I don't know how the most, like, popular girl around here. And then she just got a little too in her head.
Is that true, or is that just us, our view as a man? I'm curious.
That's just my view as a statistical watcher.
I mean, that's not statistical. That's subjective. That's
subjective. I mean, the stats are how many times I've seen her act like that compared to professional. That's statistics too.
Stats of them, and then I looked at them and said the stats are real.
I mean, what else would
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Stats.
That's more
Does that
subjective.
not become stats at a point?
I feel like you're trying to say somehow her having a, like a mean girl thing could be statistical or something.
It's stats at CIA, so I don't know.
For sure. But dude, I'm not sure if I have like a sexist view on that one or not, dog. Probably. But all I have to know is this Todd Blanche mother of chucker. As soon as this guy came in, bro, all of a sudden we're seeing things happening. I hope to God we can get some big arrests, bro. Before the election is over, dog. I hope to God.
Well, the problem was,
what are the odds, man?
Bonnie just couldn't figure it out because her office was not a kitchen.
Oh, bazing!
I'm gonna throw in the jokes out there. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess that's why jokes. That's why she wore a watch.
We love you all, females.
I guess that's why she wore a watch, and most women don't need a watch.
You have equal rights, just as.
Do you know why?
Why?
There's a clock on the stove, bro.
I thought you asked Pam. I thought you said Pam specifically. I knew that one. I've heard that one.
Probably because I told you.
I was like, why Pam? Why Pam specifically?
Oh, okay, folks. I forgot that I did have a Reckless Ben update.
Thank you to the viewers too. We got them likes up there.
Are you ready?
People are listening.
Okay. Oh yeah, good call out, brother. Thank you for the thumbs up there, folks. Okay. Are you ready for this, homie? Are you ready? Okay, so in the Reckless Ben case, right? Over a bunch of blah 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 blah, but bunch of police unredacted stuff that we got, right? So it may not now be speculative opinion anymore to say that these people were colluding. Are you ready for this, bro? So do you remember how Reckless Ben got raided at the Airbnb? Like straight up swatted.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because he got his shoulder torn out.
So they swatted him. Okay. So the police chief came out and made an announcement, and he said that they went and swatted him because the Airbnb owner said he heard these kids talking about the Legos and going to steal them, right? And I said, bruh, how much you want to bet that just like the cops seem to be kind of somewhat colluding with this guy for nobody knows why yet.
Yeah, they set that shit
I bet the Airbnb guy might be involved. Are you ready for this, dog? This is, are you ready about
somebody getting caught?
Bro, talking about the permanent record of the police officers, bro. This is insanity.
Hydra with the guy with the Desert Eagle? Yeah. Come here.
Hold on. You got to catch the first part, okay? What is hydro short for? That's the only thing I could possibly think of, okay? How about, hey, live chat, what is hydro short for, man?
Normally it's either weed or like if specifically hydro growing.
No, you'd call it grow.
Some people call it hydro, Yeah.
No one in my entire life has ever shortened dank weed as hydro. But for sure.
Well, the people that specifically you're gonna like, they're like, it's hydro, man.
Yeah, but like,
yeah,
not like,
other
oh,
than
remember
that,
the time we did hydro,
I'm gonna
bro?
think of something hydraulic because I'm a gearhead. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Okay, so
like
now-
the only thing that could go into would be a hydraulic buffer in a AR assault rifle. Or no,
Okay.
wait, hold up. An AR or assault rifle setup.
Okay.
Not the same thing.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, ready?
Or,
Ready? Yeah, no. Ready?
Remember when we did hydro with the guy with the Desert Eagle? Yeah. Come here. Do you remember we were doing hydro with the guy with the Deagle? Huh? Remember when we did hydro with the guy with the Desert Eagle? Yeah. This is his Airbnb. He's in my truck right now.
And that's and I told people that. He was like, what the fuck?
That's so funny. This douchebag's probably off property.
I've never heard of a raid on just a hunch of stolen property. A hunch. This one person that has given hearsay, they somehow got a warrant to bust in and raid them?
I mean, yeah, when you're the police and get just do whatever you want.
Absolutely bonkers, in my humble opinion. That is crazy. So the bad guy company is not feeling the find out portion of this, is now feeling the find out portion of this story. Apparently, their main supplier is cutting ties. So now Bricks and Minifig is caving finally.
Does that mean Lego's actually doing it then?
I don't know if it was Lego, but main supplier of Lego, yeah. Where's it say?
Okay. This is a freaking annoying.
They also allegedly fired Brandon Best and the Joshua Johnson. I don't understand how they removed them from owning the franchise, but they said something about parting ways with. Yeah, so they are offering this now only after their main supplier that helped them grow from 1 store to 400 stores made the decision to permanently cut ties. That's crazy. 400 stores is a lot of stores.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
They're screwed.
Yeah, bro, they are screwed.
Screwed.
Their whole supply chain just got wrecked, dog. That's crazy. Crazy. I don't think it is Lego because they're like a resell. So it's like main supplier of like used Lego or collector Lego or something, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was the Reckless Ben update for the week. And this is the last one I got for you, folks. I thought this was a pretty big deal, I'd say. Seeing it's the first official court-driven condemnation of Antifa domestic terrorism, bro. All 9 members of the Antifa cell that was in Texas have been found guilty of terrorism charges brought by the flippin' DOJ, dog. So again, shit is happening. Absolutely fantastic. And I do think this might be a repeat story, but I thought it was good enough to repeat. Because it's got the Pam over. Maybe this was when it started. Pam was in charge, but now Todd Blanche is in charge. We have full conviction. I don't know. That's winning, bro.
Ended. Can you go?
Antifa communist. All right. That's what I like to hear. And also, what was it that Mr. Joe Biden said Antifa was?
Oh, what was it?
Wait.
Like his best friends or something like that?
He said, no, Antifa's not real, bro. It's just an idea, man. It's not like a group. Nah, bro. It's not like an organization.
Anti-fascists
No.
that never became called anti-fascists because they were like people being anti-fascists.
Yeah, Antifa. I don't know an Antifa.
Which Antifa is actually the pushers of fascism, which is the very ironical thing. For those that don't know, the Antifa group that are anti-fascists
are actually pushing fascism.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
Wilkinson said back on the
Makes sense.
Reckless Ben story, they could only do a raid that quick if somebody was in immediate danger. Otherwise, they would do weeks of investigating. Yeah, no, that is the right way to say it. Amen. Yeah, they would only bust in on a little hunchy of hearsay, somebody said, if it was like a SWAT, oh, somebody's going to hurt somebody. That's the whole point of the SWAT bullshit. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's why I always keep my doors open, folks.
Sounds like the whole
Can't get broken
judicial
in on if
system.
the door's open.
Yeah. Well, actually, that means they have full rights to just allow themselves into them.
That's cool, man. I ain't got nothing to hide, man. And then if you do something weird, I'm taking them to court.
They'll break your shit, and then they'll get away with it, is normally how that goes.
Not if you break into the TrutherCast, folks. I'll be like, hey, man, how's it going?
Yeah, we've had that kind of, sort of.
All right, man, hold on. I'll just turn the cameras on. No problem.
If you are well inebriated and you look around here and you think you're at a bar, you've been in some really strange bars.
You're way inebriated.
Yeah. Just a bit, Bree and Amber.
Is all I've got for you, though, folks. That is a wrap. Thank you very much to the chat. Any last minute things from last week that need more awareness? Anybody that is into learning how to clip videos or know somebody that does video editing and would be hardcore into something like this, please let me know. Still trying to find another helpful hand to do a little bit more of the post-production. I can teach them how to do these things as well. So like maybe make some clips, set up a social media thing. I've got a whole system all set up to get things sharing out. Right now I'm just sharing things out through the week, but it's just like the big main clip. What I really need to do is just have somebody that can go through the show and get the timestamps and then just make shareable links that automatically jump to those timestamps. That's what I really need. I need somebody that's down to do that the night of the show.
AI to do this.
So it doesn't know when to start and stop, right? Like, how do you tell it where to make the thing? Well, so we would need to say something every time we're switching topics, and that would be the answer.
Have AI do it.
No, like we need to say a hot word for the AI to understand that's the place to make the clip.
Why don't you tell AI to figure out the hot word?
Yeah, it's not that smart. That's a huge misconception, folks.
AI is gay.
Huge misconception.
That's why I don't
folks.
waste my time, allegedly, I guess, because it's not even that smart.
And so
they can't do that. What's the point?
Have a business, or somebody that has a business that thinks AI is that smart, but then they found out it's not, and then they just gave up on their idea. You should definitely tell them about scalartoolbox.com. That is another link in the description box down below, because I would love to help them out with the AI implementation in their small business. Conspiracy Logic, what's up with that AI call assistant, my brother, man? Let's get that one rolling. But other than that, folks, I ain't got nothing in the chat here for last minute mentions. So I would bid you adieu. Thank you so very much for hitting that thumbs up button on the way out. Thank you very much for sharing the show this week. We got 3 followers since last week. Amen. It was 129 last week, 132. Thank you so very much, folks. Y'all have a great week.
And we out.
We got a 2. We got a 1. And then I guess we got something.
All right.